We'll sing a bhajan.
Yes.
Sing a sweet bhajan. Namo Vishnupraya Krishnaprasthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Vichare Nirvishesh Shunyavani Tasya Vichare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Vedanta Shivasadi Gaurav Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Vrindavanarmyasthana Vidyachintamani Ratanamandira चिंतामणि धाम रतना मंदिर राधा गोपीनाथ की जय। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय। गौर निताय की निताय गौर हरि प्रेमानंद।
And take just 1 minute. Yeah, it's not. Just wanted to.
We don't need this, I think.
Huh?
Am I audible to everybody?
Yes. Yeah. So we have here few devotees who are already doing preaching in different places. I want to briefly introduce them.
Yes, sir.
We'll start with Jyoti Prakash Prabhu. Jyoti Prakash Prabhu is taking care of the boys program in Singapore Township. We have RISE sessions. Yeah. Boy for boys. Jyoti Prakash Prabhu, primary person, he takes care of it. Here on Singapore Township.
Voice.
Boys, RISE we call it.
Rise.
Yeah, rejuvenate and spiritual environment.
Okay.
Voice is just outside the road. They are different.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, and these they are mostly working boys, Infosys working boys. That's all. Yeah. And we have Sridhar Krishna Prabhu. Sridhar Krishna Prabhu is preaching in nearby place. That is Medipalli. That different. This Medipalli. Everything in context of Singapore Township. There is one Medipalli, one Jodimetla, one this thing. Similar places are there in other places also. This is Medipalli. Sridhar Krishna Prabhu and one more devotee, Murli Mohan Prabhu, they go. He is not there today. He is there. And Dirshan Prabhu, I told you he takes care of our accounts, but he was a brahmachari earlier, long time back in Punjabi temple, and he was into preaching. Now he's got married and he has 2 daughters, and he is also helping us in ISKCON Rampalli Yatra and also overall accounts for Vaishnavandhu Prabhu is taking care of ISKCON Rampalli. He runs an online program also every day, and also like he's a, you can say for all practical purposes, he runs ISKCON Rampal. I just go once in a while. And Baleshwar Prabhu is also helping him, like they both take care, and Dharmadeja Prabhu in ISKCON Rampal. Where is Dharmadeja? Yeah. And we have Nanda Kumar Prabhu. He is assisting Vasudev Krishna Prabhu. There is also Astush Prabhu, Ananda Vrindavan Prabhu. Both of them are assisting Vasudev Prabhu. Vasudev Prabhu preaching in ISKCON. And also many other Odia congregation devotees are also connected to him. Anyway, in ISKCON everybody is there, Telugu, Hindi and Odia and all. But many outside of the temple also many people are connected to him. And we have Varmali Krishna Prabhu. He and his wife are taking care of the girls' program. Like they run here, just like Jyoti Prabhu runs the program. Yeah. And you have Shyam Sundar Prabhu and Anuradha Sevi Mataji. They are. We just got one more temple. I told you recently, Venugopala Swami temple. So that is nearby in Jodametla. They both are preaching there. Shyam Sundar Prabhu and Varmali Krishna. Sorry, Anuradha Mataji. Shyam Sundar Prabhu and Anuradha Sevi Mataji. So we have. Some of the other devotees are not here who are preaching in Bongiri, Advir Gupta and Alir Janram and also Nandagopalam. They are not here today. It is only like devotees who are staying here. They have come. And we all know Nilan Prabhu, and he is preaching in many gated communities. They have 27th program, right? Recently started 27th regular program that every week that runs, and he also made many leaders. So I have requested him that he will come and help us also, so that we can also preach in the nearby gated communities. Vasudev Krishna Prabhu keep talking about is very much interested to do that, and we are actually here in ISKCON Nagar and other places. There are some big gated communities, like they are as rich as people in the west side, but not tapped by any devotees.
As sick as also.
As sick as also. Not as sick, no. They are in the countryside, no. But not as sick.
Okay, as sick.
They are not all software people. The good news is mostly business, real estate, doctors, and the communities here. You can say 50% only real estate, 50% only software. Other side is this. So he will guide us how he is doing it and how we have to learn. I hope I did miss anyone. This is Sadasukhi Prabhu, you already know.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
And Girish Prabhu, I forgot. Girish Prabhu in Singapore Township, everything.
Haribol.
Heart and soul of Singapore Township. Yes. Did I miss it?
And Madhav Gopinath Prabhu is orchestrating everything.
No.
And inspiring everybody.
Actually, honestly, I am not doing anything from last couple of years. I really took a break because I wanted to develop Nanda Gokulam. It is coming to a shape now. So then we will go about it. And also soon Rampali will become a preaching center. We want it to also become a temple so that all the programs are officially connected. One more person we have invited, Srihalda Prabhu, he might join. He preaches here in Anojiguda.
He has some relatives at home.
Relatives at home. So nearby, that is just outside of this thing. He has school. In his school only he is running a Higli program.
He is running a program also.
Yes.
Very important. Okay, I am just recording this so that I can make it unlisted or private also according to your desire. Whoever is not attending they can also hear it. First of all, my humble obeisances to every single person here, especially Vasudev Krishna Prabhu, very senior to me, very more dedicated and setting an example how you are preaching, how you are telling about your glories, how you are so persistent in doing against all the odds. You are doing it. Very grateful for. And all the wonderful devotees here. You're all already preaching. So I don't know why Prabhuji called me here. But we all can learn from each other. There are so many things we can learn from each other. So I don't want it to be like a formal presentation. Formal is, we had enough. Office is formal. We don't want this to be formal. I want it more like sharing experiences. You ask questions and I'll answer. How did you handle this? How did you handle that? This
so
challenge.
Can you give one overview?
Still, we'll go through a pattern, but I don't want you to wait for me to finish. In between, just jump and ask, because all of you are seasoned preachers already. You're all preaching. 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, doesn't matter. The moment you jump into preaching, all challenges will start from day one only. So we all are handling different kinds of challenges. So may I request some Prabhus to come this way. You don't actually have to see the screen much. Whenever you have to see, I'll click it. Mataji's camera.
Mic is working too.
Huh?
That one is working.
These are not this way. Speak it.
You want me to use this? దీనికి ఇది బెటర్ అదా ఇది బెటర్ అదా ఉంటుంది కదా
ఇది బాగానే ఉంటుంది.
ఇది కొంచెం
కొంచెం అలా పెట్టుకొని ఉండాలి కదా కొంచెం.
దీనికి ఉంటుంది కదా ఉంటుంది చూడండి ఒకసారి పైన పైన ఉండదు పెట్టే మైక్ పెట్టి సైడ్లో
జస్ట్ కీప్ ఇట్.
ఫుల్ దట్ అండ్ ఈజీ. ఇది కొంచెం హెవీగా ఉంది ఇది
Correct.
లైటెడ్ వర్షన్ వస్తుంది.
This is for street Sangeet.
యాక్చువల్లీ స్ట్రీట్ సంకేత్. హరే కృష్ణ హరే
Is it working?
కృష్ణ 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 హరే హరే కృష్ణ హరే కృష్ణ 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 హరే 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 రామ్ 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 హరే హరే. Let me adjust this a little. Yeah. Okay. Hare Krishna. So, first of all, I'd like to show some happy faces. Right? Everybody wants to see some happy faces. Right? So, this was a presentation that we made like 2 years ago. There are many more added to this now. It was the old one. You know. Yeah. Yeah. And before I start, I would like to acknowledge that all of this was not possible without my wife, Murara Priyadevidasi. She is sitting there. Because recently there was an interview of Anil Agarwal in London.
Yes.
Right? I don't know how many of you saw that. You saw it in YouTube?
Curly tails.
Yeah, curly tails. You know.
Yes.
There is an echo. Can you decrease it? Hare Krishna.
Eco. Just check.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Decrease, complete decrease. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Why am I referring to that is because he started 50 businesses. He went to UK 20 years ago, and within 20 years he started 50 businesses. He's the third biggest millionaire in entire United Kingdom.
Oh.
Yeah,
Third biggest.
third biggest millionaire, billionaire actually, I can say.
Devotee.
Yes.
Yeah, he is a devotee.
Comes to
He became a devotee.
Vedant.
Yeah, Anil Agarwal.
Yes.
Right? So I don't know which ISKCON temple he goes, but every morning he goes and does Darshanarti. I've seen that. Huh? No, he came. Chopati came once.
London.
But he lives in London. Yeah. Just opposite to the Queen's Palace, some exclusive. What do you say that? Some very elite people are allowed to buy a house there. Even if you have crores of money, they don't give that house. So he has one of the houses right across the street of the Queen. Right. His neighbor is Saudi King. Right. Another neighbor is that big vaccine Poonawala, big other guy, and so many are there. So no, that's not the objective why I picked him up. So just to let you know who he is. So he was saying that how he increased his businesses, right? So every venture he went into, it became good. He even opened Avanti school, Vedic school. You know, Krishna Avanti school, right? It's one of the best schools in London, and now across the world, many places they are open now. And even British people are registering their children there because value education is very good. They are teaching Sanskrit also, openly. And no onion, no garlic, pure vegetarian in London.
Wow.
Right? So it's like perfect. And he's into restaurant business, no onion, no garlic, complete Sattvic restaurants. He's into steel, he's into schools, he's into everything. 50 businesses he has. So I suggest you all see that interview once. You know, just for, because you like to see something else, you can see this also. Anil Agarwal, curly tails. Why am I telling this? Is one of the things that he told. That she asked, the interviewer asked, sir, how do you start a new business? He told that, I don't know how to collaborate with anybody new. I just bring them to my house and they eat what my wife cooks. And they eat what my wife cooks. My wife cooks so nicely that they are overwhelmed with the hospitality and warmth. And they are ready to collaborate. And after that, business starts. Right? So, whatever programs that we are doing, they're all only possible because of the combined effort, or rather more effort from Mataji's side. Because this side is all management and articulation, that's all. So So what I'm going to present now is the outer layer. Inner layer, maybe she can present to Mataji's, or they have their own. They are already doing. They are expert in doing that. Everybody comes to satsangs for experiencing some warmth and love. That is the primary way it works. If you think there is some technique through which we did here, nothing we did. We just fed people nicely. We personally fed them nicely. We ate with them. We sang with them. We danced with them, and they became devotees. And now they are going. They are so happy that they are going and sharing this to another 10 people. This is called, like Gaur Govind Maharaj says, preaching means boiling the milk and it should flow by itself. Not you are taking the milk and putting in 10. Okay, now I am preaching in 10 places. No. It should boil so much that the ecstasy should fall out, and that spreads into other places, right? And that is how it has started. So this is an old slide. Now we are 28 groups, but anyway, there are different families. But I wanted to show some glimpses of how it looks like. So this is my own Krishi. 650 flats, 1200. This is one slide for each satsang. So around 1200 resident people who live, 1000 attended our festivals. When we do Rath Yatra, we do Janmashtami. You can see a Rath Yatra festival here on the right side. Right? You want to switch off the light? Yeah. Okay, for some time until yeah. So this is the Rath Yatra festival we do, and here is the program. This is the morning program. You can see me taking a class here, and there are all these people sitting. 40-50% are from the community. 40-50% are outside the community. We'll talk about the dynamics, outside, inside, how does it work, right? And this is the community that you are seeing, the building. There are 4 buildings like this, 26 floors. And here is Janmashtami festival. Here are Radha Krishna deities, small, but here is me giving a lecture. All pictures of Radha and Krishna kept everywhere. All people are sitting. We use the community halls, right? So similarly, there is Aparna Hill Park community being done by Dasraj Prabhu and his good wife. He became a devotee in 2021, and he started preaching because he liked it so much. This is one of the biggest flourishing programs. He is doing 2 programs in combining 5 communities, trying to play a very, very good preacher. Aliens community, it's another community there. And this is Mahesh Prabhu and his good wife Prashanti Mataji. They are the ones doing it, their son and daughter. And they also preach in another place. So you can see some, people giving feedback. I am filled with immense joy and gratitude as I reflect on yesterday's magnificent Rath Yatra, like that, They never experienced anything like this in their life. This is Aparna Hill Park community. Praveen Prabhu as Rathod, that picture there. They are preaching there in Hindi. Now, amazing part is, in this community, there are 2 preachers. Dasraj Prabhu is also preaching, Praveen Prabhu is also preaching. But there is no problem. How is it? No problem. He preaches in Hindi, he preaches in English. Right? We just divided. Somebody's parents go to Hindi program, somebody's children come to English program. And he has some Telugu people, he sends them to Telugu program, he also takes Telugu and English. So they know how to mix and match, and they both are appreciating and working together. I specifically give this example because some people say, many preachers are there. There is no problem if you learn to work together. Yeah, so he does Hindi satsang, and in Bhakti Center also, we have Bhakti Center, there also we did. BHL Ramalayam, this is one unique program. Now this Prabhu here, his name is Pawan Prabhu. His wife and his child, they have two sons now. Very enthusiastic fellow. He was the first person who came to my program. He came with, I always tease him saying that jacket will be there, cap behind. Hoodie. With a hoodie with buttons open till here. That is how he came. In second class, I went and I said, "Rendu buttons are vettukondo." At least 2 buttons, But he's such a wonderful preacher now. You have to hear his class. He speaks in Telugu. So when he was ready, he went to ups and downs. He had several personal debacles. His wife had an abortion. They had some horrible things. I'm sharing this with all of you. Because these things happen in every devotee's life. But he never gave up, he continued. Now we have 2 children. His program is one of the unique programs. 200 people attend his program every Sunday morning. Right now it is happening. We are speaking here, that the program is happening. Right? Huh?
Temple night.
Yeah. So they do it in a temple, just like your temple here. They have taken a temple, in BHL, and the temple hall they have taken, and they have made the temple so vibrant that even the pujaris are shocked. Temple is there 20 years, nobody came. Now everybody is coming. Colony is coming. And when we did Rath Yatra for Pahandi, before the Jagannath is taken out, 500 people are standing outside for Pahandi. And the Rath Yatra went on for 8 hours. 8 hours Rath Yatra. And finally the person who gave Jagannath, he came and took the Jagannath. He said, "You stop the Rath Yatra now. It's already 2 o'clock in the night. You are not supposed to do like that." So, I'm saying different flavor. And most of the people who come to satsang are middle class and teachers, people who work in BHEL, like that. It's a different crowd. And he preaches in Telugu very nicely. And personal relationships. They love each other so much. Recently they did a boat festival and they invited all the other satsangs. We all went there. One of the biggest boat festivals I've seen in my life. Full Koneru they booked and they filled it water. They took a Radha Krishna, created a boat, and my God, it was unbelievable. I'll show that video sometime. So this is another flavor, right? And when did they start? They started in July 2023. Today it has 200 devotees and more than 100 close to chanting 16 rounds. That is the pace. So everybody is empowered. Everybody is empowered in different ways. No? Each one of you is different. You have a different flavor of doing things. Yeah. So, there are more. And there is another old MIG, they call it. They have started preaching now. Now my problem now is we don't have preachers. So we have to create more so that they can get in. Create many, just a little bit of training. People are enthusiastic, but a little bit of training, and all our preachers have finished Bhakti Shastra. Compulsory. So at least they should enroll, finish Bhakti, so that they have some confidence that they are presenting the philosophy properly. This is another wonderful program done by 2 Matajis. You can see Lavanya Mataji and Pallavi Mataji. Both of them together. Here in this picture you can see 2 ladies. So they are preaching in this place for the last 3 or 4 years. They have done 2 Rath Yatras. Mataji is pulling up Rath Yatras. Managing the colony team and colony and so many other things. Complexities. So many politics will be there. They manage the Rath Yatra, they do preaching for the children, and now even adults are coming. They also are looking for a preacher. Another we don't have one. So I'm not encouraging you to relocate from here by telling all these preaching openings like job openings. But I'm telling that scope is so much. That's the intent behind me telling you. Scope is so much. Sometimes, when I hear in some meetings, some so-called leaders, they say, "He is coming in my area and preaching." I feel like laughing. What are you preaching? There is so much to preach in one area. Every gully there can be a preacher. And every gully there can be a Rath Yatra. Right? Every street, Mahaprabhu told, my name will be chanted. Every street, Jagannath Rath Yatra will happen. Why not? But people have so much problem in accommodating each other, and spirit of preaching is getting destroyed. Right? But we should set a good example. Right? Already you all are setting here. Our mood is there, very simple. Let us share as much as possible. Right? So these 2 Matajis are doing amazing job, and you can see the Rath Yatra.
Hare Krishna.
See the Rath Yatra?
Kids program.
Huh.
Generally, we do kids program for devotees children or non-devotees?
Non-devotees. Outside children.
And what is the outcome?
Almost. What is
Outcome.
Outcome? Outcome is children are. Outcome is, of course, they learn some shlokas, they learn some stories, and they celebrate festivals in a vibrant way. They are being introduced to our Vaishnava philosophy more closely, and the families are also coming to see their children perform, and some of the families are now starting to chant also, because they want to come. Yeah, you want to answer?
I mean to say that when we are taking children class, kids class, there is so much paying one to teach.
Yes.
But the outcome, maybe parents, what is the ratio is, I don't know, I will not come to a conclusion. The ratio of parents coming to bhakti is very less. I
Yes.
don't know, you must be the...
Yes, yes, no, you're right. Actually, okay, I wanted to touch upon this later, but I can discuss now. I personally don't watch for only children program for two reasons. One, the children will become confused. Is that we teach some great philosophy about eating, habits, mannerism, everything. They go home, they see a completely different environment,
Yes.
and their parents are not trying to understand. They might lose respect on their own parents, right? So that is one of the bad outcomes of only children program. And another reason I don't start only children program is because for many parents it is an escape route. They leave
Yes.
they leave the children here and go for in-orbit mall, some movie. They go 4-5 places, they'll come. I gave birth, you take care of my children. Almost like that. So that is another reason I don't only do. But this is a very unique one where the Matajis, that's the only thing they could do. I said, okay, go ahead and do it. All other children programs as part of core satsang, parents have to attend, then only the children will be taken care of. So those models are also there. In some places we are not doing children program because we don't have enough bandwidth. Children also sit with their parents, they do some drawing. Some children above 7, they also hear the class, they also understand. We see that. But best program is parents and children together being engaged. This is what I would like. Okay. Then ECIL, this program was started by Santosh Aitya Prabhu. You know him, Santosh Aitya Prabhu used to do that. He also started, then he faced some challenges, but now again he is saying that he wants to do something. But there is a big scope in that area also. Nobody is preaching there. Manikunda Bhakti Vriksha. This also, this Prabhuji went back to US, so this went through a little up and down, but he still continues to do online. Let me go through. Matrushi Nagar, they are doing a program near Lingamballi. This couple here, Kinchan Priya Prabhu and Shobha Kumari Mataji, they also do Rath Yatra, many programs. This is like almost 2-3 year old strides, so I'm also opening it after a long time. So this is one, Matrushi Nagar. Manikonda Bhakti Vriksha, did I go up? Oh, sorry, I went up. Muppa Indraprastha, this also is one of the programs we started, and it's a big villa community in Tellapur, elite villas. So where Brahmaramba Mataji, one of the devotees, she is Bhakti Prem Maharaj disciple, and she is very encouraged to preach herself.
She's the one?
She is the one, left side. Her name is Brahmani Radha. Now, And then we have My Home Ankura, this Praveen Prabhu and Soma Mataji. They have 3 children, one daughter. This picture below shows daughter and 2 sons. Daughter is now in America. Sons also might go back, they're citizens, and they came here. They both work in very high positions in big MNC. Salesforce, they're directors. And still, they are so much, they have zeal to preach. Now they're preaching in 2 communities. Right now, as we talk, they started a new batch 3 weeks back. 120 software people are attending, the whole family. Right now, it's happening at this time in My Home Tridasha. We are doing that. That slide I have not added yet. So, My Home Avatar, this family, Arvind Prabhu, and they are preaching there. I'm just skipping through a little fast. I'll send these slides to you. You can have a look later. So, they have a goal, how they want to do. These are all the My Home Avatar, Hallmark, Raj Pushpa, Narsing. You can see more than 1 lakh people are there. Barely preachers are there. Right? My Home Jewel, E.L. Balgwan Prabhu conducts sessions. One of the oldest programs. They have separate children program. They have separate children program, parallel. And there are few devotees who are dedicated to do that. And here is My Home Vihanga. Sunil Prabhu is conducting. Earlier Mahesh Prabhu, now Sunil Prabhu is conducting. Sunil Sachdeva. And NCC Urban, one other community where Balgwan Prabhu is conducting. Nityam Prasad Seva, this we started every day evening, Prasad near our center. Nizampet Ramalayam, Prasad Prabhu, Prasad Javadi Prabhu, he is sitting down here. Again, very unique. Inside a temple, old temple, it's a 500-year-old deity of Kodandarama. So there they have taken the place and they are preaching nicely. Every second Ekadashi, they do 24-hour Kirtan. 24-hour Kirtan, every second Ekadashi. Well, they take turns. His cultivation is very deep. Another different kind of devotee. He has, like deep waters. Many are shallow waters, he goes really deep. Whoever are connected to him, they become very good in chanting, they're very good in reading Bhagavatam, very much, very Brahmanical, you can say. And he is a director in Broadridge Consulting. He himself is a big fellow, but he's very humble. If you see him, you wouldn't even believe he is one of those. And he also preaches in a Hafizpet. There is a small Krishna temple. All these children are from slum. You can see these children, slum children. Literally their parents work as carpenters or mason or mestris like that. They had all the bad habits in that slum. Now some of these children are chanting 16 rounds. Their parents are not coming to the satsang. Every Sunday evening he conducts. Saturday evening he conducts. So this is one other. Now this is not big group, but wherever he goes, husband and wife, one program in Bajpali Ramalaya, one program in Hafizpet Krishnalaya. So like that he is doing 2 programs. Then he does online programs. There are several other online. Prabhuji, Satya Srinivas Prabhu, he used to preach in Gringar. Now he is preaching in another place called Gautami Enclave. It is in Kondapur. In Gautami Enclave, they have a park. In that park, they found a hall, and this slide is not updated, the old one. Raja Pushpa here also in Gandipet Road, Bhagwan Prabhu preaches, and Mayum Avatar. There are other satsangs. Yeah, I don't want to get into too many, but we also distribute Bhagavad Gitas in many rural places. As a contribution we take there. Yeah, so I'll keep it here. There are many slides that are not there, because this is 3-year-old. There are many new satsangs that started afterwards also. Did you see happy faces?
Yes.
Yeah? Thank you. Please pray for all these devotees, that they all should continue and they should continue to, their plan should be successful. Now,
Can we ask some questions?
yeah, let's go ahead.
First, whenever there is a new community nearby, so we identify, because it's normally big towers will come to know. So how do you approach first? As a first step, how do you approach so that we can also figure out whether the same model works here or not?
It works everywhere. That I can guarantee. It works everywhere. Wherever we are starting, it's successful. Okay? 2 situations. One is you have a devotee inside the community already, and one is when you don't have any devotee inside the community. Okay? These 2 situations are there. Now, when there is already a devotee inside the community, path is a little smooth. Not very smooth. Little smooth is it. Still rough things are there. I'll tell you what rough things will face. But when you don't have a devotee inside the community, then it's almost next to impossible to enter the community. Somebody has to vouch for you to go inside and either conduct a program in their house or in a community hall. Community hall, they may give it for free or they may charge. Both situations are happening. 90% chances they'll charge. 10% chances they won't charge. You will get it for free. And in those 10% chances, the devotee who is invited is part of the management committee. Every community has a management committee. 4 or 5 owners, they become part of the chairman, president, secretary, treasurer, general secretary, and then all 5, total 10 people committee, like that it is. If your person is there in the community, then your way to penetrate is very easy. So we also encouraged our devotees to get into elections and win those elections within the community, so that you can easily, you have a voice to say. Otherwise, because of this so-called secular mindset, we call it secular mindset, right? They are not allowing any good activities in the communities. In the name of, if I allow you, I have to allow somebody else. Right? So, you can say 10% they are also right, but 90% they are wrong. Why? Because they are not allowing positivity inside the community itself. Everything they are very scared. So-called educated people, we face a lot of challenges. I have a laundry list of challenges that I can tell you, right from police complaints to court cases to so far physical fight has not happened, but I won't be surprised if it happens one day, because we are dealing with maniacs, educated maniacs. Right? I won't hesitate to say this, because they are so bent upon controllership. They want to control the community that they are not ready to. If they see anybody preaching or encourage, is trying to flourish, they don't see it as a service. They see that he is creating his own gang. That is a problem. Right? So we face a lot of issues. I face many problems. Sometimes the approach to deal with them is Trinadapi Sunichana. Sometimes it's Kurukshetra also. Right? Wherever Kurukshetra is needed, there you can't go and tell Trinadapi Sunichana, Tararopi Sahishwana. You'll be murdered if you say like that. Right? So you have to do what you have to do. Keeping Krishna in the center, act smartly. Act smartly. That's why I said, get into the elections. Win, or make sure that your program has some MC members attending. Either ways. Either the devotee is MC or some MC members are attending. Like the Praveen Pavan Somati, they do wonderful program. In their satsang, 4 out of 10 MC members are attending the satsang. They started chanting also. So all festivals, free green light for them. Do whatever you want to do. Right? But this takes time and patience. Okay? So, Prabhu, most important thing, that a preacher quality, that is of course Shastra, good chanting, sadhana, I'm not getting into that. That is given. We have to do that. There is no doubt about it. Most important quality that anybody who is going to start a program should have is complete responsibility. If he is not willing to take complete responsibility, I will not encourage anybody to start a program. What do you mean by complete responsibility? If you start a program, don't stop a program. If you stop a program, means you are dead. That is only one reason you can stop a program. Otherwise, don't. Because why? We introduce a great philosophy to new people. We shake their material life. They are completely, like, oh my God, what is this? And then you stop the program. They are like orphans. You created orphans. Right? You gave birth to them spiritually, and then you left them alone. They are completely bewildered. Some people, their lives are shaken up. And it's not a right etiquette to start a program and start. I always ask, so many people come and ask me. There was one Prabhuji, he was like, Prabhu, I want to start a program. I knew his intent behind starting is more of name and fame, not service. So I told him, Prabhu, if you stop the program, I'm not going to accept that. Then only you start. Then he thought, then he came back and said, no, I'll start after some time. Because it has to be very clear. There is no question of stopping. Complete responsibility. And when I say complete responsibility, bros, we are dealing with people here. Your class is 1 hour, but your discussion and time with them is more than 5 hours. At least 5 hours in a week you have to give. Because people will have their own personal problems. They'll come to you. They'll say, my daughter is like that, my son is like this, my in-laws are like that. So many problems come along. Yeah.
So is it that the devotees are coming to your program and they themselves are asking and starting your program, or you allocate a place to start a program?
Yeah. So,
or it is sometimes both?
It's both. Actually, it's both. 90% of the preachers who are there in our group are all cultivated newly in a program where I started. 90% of them. So I know everybody from where they started, how they came, first program, how they transformed their life, how they became more dedicated, how they started chanting 16, how they are aspiring for initiations from different gurus, right? So I know completely their background. And some of them, whoever stays in a different community, I tell them, start a program in your community only. Why to go anywhere else? First you start in your community. And some cases where they cannot start a program in their community or they are not living in a community, there I allocate a place. Because there are some people who come and ask me, can you start in our community? I tell them, if you take responsibility of holding the program, I will send a preacher. Still there has to be somebody who has to facilitate and support. Financials and talk, how the financials work, that also I talk.
But,
Go ahead. Anything?
No, I was asking this question. Why only in community hall? Why not in somebody's home? Or generally community also will have a temple. Is there a reason why you are preferring community hall over home?
First preference is home. First preference is home. Because home, people actually find it very easy to accept Krishna consciousness when the program happens in the home as compared to a hall. Primarily because now they know how they have to change their home. What all they need in their house, they observe. For example, if you see, if any of you came to my house, there are a lot of Krishna pictures. Like here also, every devotee house has, nice altar, right? People who come first time to the house, they see all these things, right? They have a tendency to shop. Shopping tendency won't go. But good thing is now they'll go and shop for these things.
Sure.
Right? So slowly you see, they want to adapt a lifestyle of a devotee, first externally, slowly internally also. The transformation into Krishna conscious life becomes easy for them. They see where to hang a chanting bag in their house. They see people chanting inside the house. They see, oh, family can adopt Krishna consciousness. Families can live like this also. This is also possible. And most important thing, they see how the cooking is happening in the house. The wife, how she cooking everything without onion and garlic, right? How and it becomes more responsibility of the host to cook many types of things, to make sure to give them a confidence that not eating onion garlic also you can be healthy and like me, fat also. They need to see a family in action. So home programs make more devotees. First preference is home program.
Home program. Even
First
instead of community hall, better
completely
home.
home. But only reason we go to community hall, two reasons. One is home is not sufficient anymore. Then it goes into a community hall. Or there are some cases where some people are hesitant to come into houses. Because these days houses are like snake holes. You keep your hand inside, they'll bite you. Even though they're living in a community, there is no sense of community living. It's more like my home, my balcony. If you come here, I will complain to the security. That is how they live. Horrible. No relationships inside the community. So because of that, there is a hesitancy in people that why should I go into somebody's house? So one advantage is you get more people when you start in a community hall. Disadvantage is their chances of becoming a devotee or transformation will take more time as compared to a home.
How about home and temple? Which one is preferred?
First is always home, Prabhu. First is always home. Temple, if there is a temple, now politics of temple will start there. That's another, actually, sometimes it's a problem also if you have a big temple in the community. Because they will exactly our program day, thank you Lord. On the program day they'll come and tell, we have some other festival, you finish your program fast. And there is an element of envy also. Very unfortunate, but for our proper understanding and openly telling that they are envious also. Why? Because they don't find dedicated people. We have dedicated people. We have more charged up people. They have no charged up people. All the people do is come there, tell their gotram and do some archana. They'll write some receipt, they'll take something and go. They don't care about the temple. There is no unity among themselves. But in case of our satsang, people actually come out and do sankirtan. Right? We do donations for food distribution, prasadam distribution. So much activity is happening. Philosophy is deep rooted. They have no philosophy. Right? And when they see preachers coming there and actually forming a big group, they feel insecure. Actually, if they are intelligent, they should take advantage of us and flourish the temple like anything. But not everybody has that intelligence. And not every leader is like Madhav Bhaknath
And how
who can align both.
And how about our temple? We have our own temple. So is it that is preferred or home?
This is amazing. Prabhu, here your situation is unique in the entire world, I tell you. It's not there. It's very unique. You can't replicate this anywhere else. Right? So I think this itself is a big case study. How you did what you did. I don't think it can be repeated also. But because you created a temple below a temple and it's your temple, not their temple and your temple. Achintya Veda, Anatha
In Balaji temple also generally we win majority of the committee members from Balaji temple are from our devotees.
That's totally right.
The credit goes also to Madhav Bhaknath.
So in that situation, it's better to have the temple rather than home in our situation.
See, Prabhu, eventually we need to get people to temple etiquettes. We also have to understand temple etiquettes. What we do at home, it's very difficult. Some of them don't understand temple etiquettes, Vaishnava etiquettes.
When the temple is not nearby, in our case, we're in Gachibowli. I call it Pichiboli also.
Yeah.
Mad for IT and mad for money.
Not for Krishna.
Now it is becoming a little bit slowly. But when we were far from the temple, Abbots was very far, Secunderabad was very far, Attaput later on came, but still Attaput was also very far now. Our house has to be like a temple. You don't have a choice. Right? One other reason to make house like a temple only. Prabhupada is there, deities are there, festival should be so vibrant. You have to give them a temple feeling in your house itself. And that's what we did. We liked it like that and it worked out also. Right? So coming back, this model here, you need to, it's very unique. It's very unique. Madhav Gopinath Prabhu is there. Madhav Gopinath Prabhu also is Chanakya also. He knows where to place home and how to make it work. Very difficult. Very difficult. So, community hall versus home. First preference home. Devotees will become nicely in the house. People who come to the hall, they attend the program, they go into a different world. Right? They don't know how to carry this world into their house. But when you do it in the house, they know how I will ultimately transform. And they'll actually observe everybody in the house. How people are coming in, how they are walking out, what they are doing, where are the chanting bags, where are the photos, where is the altar, where is the cooking happening, how many varieties are being cooked, how the boga is being offered, everything. It's like on the job training, in the house training, something like that. So all the devotees, all the preachers that you see, none of them became devotees in a community hall. They all became devotees in the home program. Only challenge is some people may not come. Home bole to, like there was one international school principal. I was very excited. Big international school principal. She said, I will only come if you do it in a community. I will not come to your house. I said, okay, don't come. Okay. For you, I can't do the program outside. But you have to sacrifice something. And I respect why she is saying so also. For her, she doesn't want to become too close to many, because many will come and tell, my grandson is there, give admission. Right? I don't want to go, I am just coming for Krishna Katha and Krishna Kirtan, and it's not more than that. But our intimacy will be different. Right? So,
Jyoti Prabhu is asking some question.
Yes, bro.
Here, situations like IT companies, those people. So they just stay here for 2-3 weeks, and after that, at a stretch, 20-30 days, they go to the hometown.
Yeah, that is a
So therefore, 2-3 weeks, and they will just come on the weekend also, only on weekend. After that, there will be a lot of gap and connectivity will be lost, and they will feel difficulty to directly come to the home or in a separate flat. Therefore, we are shifting back to the community hall, common. But because of this gap that is happening, so like, is it happening in other places also?
Absolutely.
How do we handle it?
This work from home has become work from hell. Like literally, hell for them also, hell for us also. Because people are so unpredictably available or not available now. We don't know what's going on. Right? One person goes 6 months is working from home. What will you do? You can't do anything. Prabhu, at the end of the day, online is a medium to reach people, not teach people. To one extent you can go. I'm not saying online doesn't work, but it only works to some point. But initially you need to have that good Vaishnava relationships. They should feel the association and all that. That only happens through physical satsang. And with so much people moving here and there, especially, earlier movement in IT was another problem. So many devotees who attended classes in our place, they became devotees, and then the job changed. They had to go to Bangalore or Delhi, and they never went and joined any other satsang. I told them, Arey Baba, wherever you are going, but it's somehow, they bolte na, pehla pyar, first love. They want exactly like this there also. It is not there. What do I do? It can happen other way also. Some people who come from Delhi to Hyderabad, they find it very difficult to come and become part of our satsang, because their expectations, the way they are brought up is different. Some come, some don't, and we should respect why they don't. Because they are online, they are connected. But this challenge is there. But people go for, first the problem was software itself, too many job changes. Second challenge was long weekends, completely vanished. Now the biggest challenge is working from home. But again, we have to continue and see who will get fixed up, and they have the taste. There are some devotees now, they lost their jobs, but they don't want to leave Hyderabad because they want to be part of this program. They are so dedicated. They are striving to find another job here, right? And there are some people who are not taking promotion also to go to another level. They are like, okay, I'm fine with this. I'm earning enough. I have my, I'm not saying renounce all that, but they have calculated their life. They're okay. They have given priority. So I think we should give priority for people who give us priority, and continue with our thing rather than thinking about people who may or may not. But challenges are there too.
One more thing here, Prabhu. Like I think what Prabhu is telling is in Infosys they have like 10 days they can work. So what they do is like they come for first 10 days and again 20 days they can work from home. So next was also 20 days. So 40 days they'll work. They'll go to their village and come back in 10 days. So because we run the girls program, almost every week we have new batch. So they are interested, but they are saying like we are going there and whenever we come we'll attend. So what's happening is the sessions like they are having a long gap.
Yes.
So it's like it becomes as a time pass. Even though they are interested, it becomes as a time pass. And they are not getting the connectivity or that philosophy what we are trying to reach. So how do we handle this situation? Is it like I am thinking like to have online
Calls
also?
are most unpredictable.
Huh?
You should not focus on calls because anyhow they will get married and go somewhere. They will not.
It's good if they get married. Nowadays, you rarely find people who want to get married.
So is there, I'm just thinking an option like to have online also for who are not in the township and they can attend.
If you keep online, nobody will come. Everybody will
No,
online.
both offline and online.
Yeah. Propose.
Very
Here
good.
is-
Don't do in the same time, maybe you can
Yeah.
do a different time for them
Different
who are
time.
at home. Not the exact, you're doing Saturday evening, right? So don't do Saturday evening, for them you do Sunday online
The
program.
combined is not good.
Combined is not good. One.
Prabhu, I'll tell you.
ఆన్లైన్ ఎందుకు అవుతామంటారు ప్రభు ఆఫ్లైన్ రారప్పుడు
ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళు
Township లో వాళ్ళు కూడా online.
No, that is the reason we didn't opt for that one. But now it's like it's going down. So I'm just getting thought like, is it will beneficial?
Yeah. So Prabhu, multiple things. One is you will lose people. Accept that fact. People and who are interested will stay. Who are not interested will go. You can't do anything about it. We keep improving ourselves as a preacher. We try to make it as attractive as we can. But at the end of the day, if people are only coming for time pass, that's what they get.
No, when I say time pass, it's not like they're really interested. But the thing is, they have means I'm not a devotee. If I'm getting an option of staying there and saving money, even I'll also go.
Exactly.
And whenever I come, I'll attend. So what I'm saying is, whenever they are here, they are attending. But the continuity means we give the sessions, right?
Yeah.
So they attend for 1-2 sessions, and again they lose 8 sessions and they come for 9 sessions. So
Yeah.
even though we say, they don't understand. So even though they're interested, it becomes like okay, I'm attending as if in a temple and going, but they are not getting the philosophy and they are not able to appreciate and continue. So
Yeah.
how do we handle that?
No, there is no solution, bro. I mean, they will go. But I'll also tell you that there are some devotees who are attending online, whenever they are not there, and they are also becoming very fixed. There are some people. It's not like completely online is waste. Like, there is one devotee who came for 2 sessions, then did not turn up for 7-8 sessions. Then he came in the 10th session. And when he came at 10th session, he was coming and paying obeisances. And I said, Prabhu, amazing, my life is transforming, I'm hearing everything.
Oh, so
Like that.
they have online and offline.
Offline, but I keep it online. When I'm giving class, I keep it online also.
Online and offline.
Both I'll keep, but then there are some people who actually cannot come, so they prefer it online. Some people will go online, you can't stop it.
Stop.
Prabhu, another thing, you have to keep the satsang so vibrant and so filled with love and affection.
They
will come.
They should come, yeah.
And the prasadam should be the highlight. Right? You can take a plate and show it to people online. Chudra, tinkunna. Then they'll come. Some motivation, they miss something. They have to miss something, Otherwise,
That's true. Even that's the reason I was inclined to have
Our-
online offline.
Exactly.
That way, like
Yeah, please do that. That's
yeah, we have to do what
Pastor
we
Krishna
have
Prabhu
to
is waiting for long term questions.
do. Yeah, go ahead.
So these programs.
Prabhu, I'm not going any pattern. This is
Yeah,
good, right?
Yeah,
This is
We
good.
all know what is preaching. I don't want to discuss what is preaching. So, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
20 programs what were conducted in
27.
27. How they are connected to you?
Ah,
Because there is a chance they will be independent.
Yes. Okay. So Prabhu, here is something that I am very grateful to His Grace Jugal Kishore Prabhu and His Grace Srinivas Acharya Prabhu. These are the names I am taking because they are the ones who preach me to Krishna consciousness. And they set a very nice mood in me that I should not be attached to people. I should be attached to service. Right? Actually, that is giving me peaceful night, sleep in the night. Otherwise, if I am attached to people, why is he not coming to program? I will be bewildered and I will make them bewildered also. That doesn't mean I am so transcendental that I don't care also. You can't be like a.
So what is the transcendental controlling system?
That's what I'll tell her. I'm just putting a background. Looks like you're all very eager. Everybody has their, just coming there. So, okay. It broke. What was I saying? Yeah.
Transcendental.
So it's not like you should leave them transcendentally also. That you should not be like a very strict Siksha Guru. That if I don't see you, Krishna will not see you. Like that. Like completely making sure. You should not be like a Babaji also. Who are you? I forgot. That is also like too extreme. Doesn't work like that. It should be based on inspiration.
But every week they attend program in Satsang.
Yeah.
All the leaders.
So the way I am conducting it right now is that Sunday evening is our satsang, like all of you together. And Madhav Gopinath Prabhu is there, and you all are there. And this Sunday evening is for your nourishment. It's good old days, good old family, good old jolly days. Where we know each other thick and thin. We all have a very good relationship. Sunday evening is for that.
So that is a leaders program only.
You can say leaders program.
But others also attend.
Sometimes some others also come, but my focus is always on the leaders.
So that is the only program all leaders are attending.
Yes.
Leaders
So they have to come somewhere.
They have to
adjust
come. They have to
the
come.
timing and come.
Some cases, now this is happening now. I feel that some leaders have understood the essence. See, what are we concerned as preachers? As preachers, what are we concerned? Are they hearing enough? Most important thing, are they reading enough? Are they chanting enough? Enough has committed. These are the focal points, right? And are they willing to get connected more and more? That willingness you search in a person. And the moment that thing comes, I think we can let them go. Let them go doesn't mean that I'm saying, okay, tata bye bye, don't come again. If they don't come also, I'm fine. Okay, I think the guy he knows what he's doing now. Because they have taken a lot of services now. Now it's a burden. It's becoming a burden to bring them to another program and make sure they sit here and listen to me or listen to another senior. Right? What I do is, or rather I'm planning to do is, I'm planning to go and have a one-on-one with them on a different time. When they are available, I am available. Rather than enforcing everybody to come and attend. But we have not reached with all preachers that say, if they hear this recording, next session nobody will be there. That's not the point. That's not the point. That is a call that I will take. When I see that I am confident, it is not whether they are initiated or not. I feel anybody aspiring for initiation is equal to initiated. Point is service. Are they properly fixed in service? From a service point of view, I'm saying initiation is initiation. I'm not discounting that. But in terms of spirit of service, if they are all aligned, if they don't come on that Sunday evening, I know why they are not coming, and that's okay. And I personally take. But otherwise, everybody has to come Sunday evening. Actually, they only miss. If they don't come, they are missing their family, isn't it?
Some of them don't tell that they are not coming.
Yeah, some of them tell.
They feel so connected, Prabhu. They
Yeah.
themselves tell that
They say, Prabhu, we are not coming. Sorry, this weekend we can't come. And Prabhu, I'll tell you, one of the unique things about our program is every program is nothing less than 3 hours. 3 hours of discussion. Why? Because I don't preach. We share with each other. Like what we are doing right now is actually our satsang format. It's not again going on talking and Prabhuji, nahi baad mein. No, discuss our challenges. Discuss it in a way that people. So 3 hours is like a family time, right? And they miss that if they don't come. Of course, there is 1% transcendental category who claim to be part of our satsang but never come to the satsang. That category is always there. Kaliva, you can't stop that. But for them we pray, wherever you are, if you are, please continue. Because they'll go and tell the whole world, Prabhu, I am part of Leelan Prabhu Satsang, Gachibowli Satsang, they'll tell everywhere. Right? But where are they? I don't know. You know, so we only pray that, they are safely situated.
That happens with devotees is okay, but that happens with readers, then it will be not good sign.
What do you do? Even sannyasis are crying now.
No.
Their own initiate disciples are not coming for
There are
yatras.
always few people who are independent. That is okay. As long as, if not us, if they are taking inspiration
Yeah,
from
somewhere
any
else.
other leader or any other Swami outside of city, not outside of ISKCON, outside of the place, it's okay. We should just let them do. And whenever they require support, we can give them. Otherwise, we just can't. Yeah, the only way to really help anybody is by inspiring. Suppose for whatever reason some people want to be like that, we should just let them do what they want.
The inspiration is not for
Another thing-
You bring
Outsiders also.
Well, I was just going to say that. Yeah, just going to say that.
You didn't answer what
See, yeah. So I'm coming there, I can't answer everything. So there are many things we have to do to keep the leaders motivated. Right? See, am I capable of taking care of people forever? No. I also have my limitations. Right? So what I do is I try to bring senior preachers like Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, who are very good in presenting the subjects. Braj Vihari Prabhu, he has not come yet, but Dwarkadish Prabhu. But especially Chaitanya Charan Prabhu and Gauranga Darshan Prabhu, what I do, I try to bring them for a series of lectures, not for one lecture. Sunday fish bol ke chale gaye. No. I tell them, give me 8 session series, 9 session series. And that series is going to be really deep dive into one topic. Brihad Bhagavatamrita. You have to go deep into that, right? And when do these sessions happen? During the week. 8 to 9:30 in the morning. The devotees who want to go deeper and they want to commit more, surrender more, there is a provision for them also. Now, does it mean every preacher has to come to that session? No, it's not practically possible. Everybody has this. But whoever wants to come, there is a provision. We encourage everybody to come. Right? And when they come, now in the morning, 8 to 9:30, they have breakfast or they pack their breakfast and they go. They can even pack their lunch and go. We keep every prasadam ready in the center. They all come. All these preachers, they come. They take it and they go to their offices. Any office, nobody goes before 10 o'clock. So anyway, you can hear the session and go. Only challenge is, those days you have to finish your chanting before. Or the whole day you'll be chanting. Right? So, and then we also have evening programs. Evening is another series of programs. Different theme. We're in houses. Even if it is less crowd, call the people who can come. This is only for devotees, not for new people. New people might come and go, that's a different. Focus on nourishment, spiritual nourishment, spiritual taste, hearing philosophy, very important. We have to, but too many guest speakers also will spoil the whole, the way you want to take the group, right? I keep a principle of 30-40% guest speakers, 60-70% myself. Why myself? Because I can direct the group. I can add some services. I can take them as per a plan. Otherwise, just they are hearing, but there is no service. Right? We do Rath Yatras. Why we do Rath Yatras? Because service is needed. No? We don't have a temple. Temple has so many services. We don't have a temple. No, do your services. Preaching is your service. But it's very important that when you start a program, I'm telling very mixed things. When you start a new program, for at least 9 months, nobody else should be allowed to come there and preach. If a preacher goes to a place, for example, Prabhuji starts a program, say in ASBL community, right? He started a program. Your name again, Prabhu?
Sadasuki Murari.
Huh?
Sadasuki Murari.
Only you tell.
Sadasuki Murari.
Sadasuki Murari. Sorry, 2-3 words. Sadasuki Prabhu, Sadasuki Murari Prabhu, he started a program. In between, I came here. Or say, I am nobody. Say, Chaitanya Charan Prabhu came here. And immediately, somebody told, hey, Sadasuki Murari Prabhu, why don't you call Chaitanya Charan Prabhu? You should not call. First 9 months is the connection time, foundation time between you and the group.
Like a baby and mother pregnancy.
Exactly. You are taking full responsibility. They build their faith in you. They build respect for you. Not that you want to be respected. that layer of solid Guru-Shishya relationship has to establish. Then, when you think it's right time, then you call. You will call. Somebody will suggest, but you will call. Prabhu, do you want? I think Prabhu, now I will. Because you have a syllabus to complete. You have a way to, and every group is different, Prabhu. We have to, like I was telling, right? One devotee preaches in one way, one devotee preaches in another way. There are very transcendental varieties of devotees here. And I allow them to do in their way only. Syllabus is fixed. Some things are fixed, many things are kept open. For example, I have presentations for SSR. We do SSR for 12 weeks. Each session is almost 3.5 hours, 3.5 hour session. People sit, don't tell me how they sit, they sit. Because when the philosophy is good, presentation is good, they will sit. Right? Now, when I give these slides to people and say, Prabhu, you start the program, I don't expect them to use the same slides. I tell them, modify it. Because my slides has lot of content. Your slide may not have so much content. You might only have 4 bullets, but you will speak more. Right? Everybody has to create his own presentation with the same philosophy. Very important. It has to be personalized. Wherever there is one preacher, he used to hear my lecture and exactly repeat like me. Right? What is the result? Everybody went away in the program. Because there was no natural flow. Natural flow comes when you speak from your heart. And that should happen. Right? So
is there any unique things with everyone? Everybody's syllabus is same, all
Yeah.
groups? Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'll show you. The SSR presentation, you can see this.
So
Here are the 12
any
presentations.
group is going to start the program, they have to follow the SSR same. I'm not telling the same contents as you rightly told,
Yeah.
but at the same time they have to start with SSR.
SSR. Start with SSR. Some exceptions are there. Where, for example, a temple told you come and start a program here, and when we say SSR, they're like, what is
They
SSR?
will say that,
We start Bhagavad Gita, we are calling it for Bhagavad Gita. In those cases, what we do, we start Bhagavad Gita, but after every 5 shlokas, we also go into the SSR syllabus and tell something in between. Somehow we finish the SSR before we finish the first chapter only. Right? Because SSR, what it does, Prabhu, it clears lot of basic doubts people have towards religion, people have misconceptions towards spirituality, and some foundational aspects of what is meaning of Devatas, Bhagavan. All these things will clear. What is karma? Why do bad things happen to good people? Various. Actually, by the time you finish SSR, some people call it DYS, some people call it SSR, some people call it, I don't know, different names are there now in India, in ISKCON world itself.
SST, JST.
Whatever, so many names are there. Basically, you are giving the foundational course. What I did was, Radha Gopinath Prabhu's SSR was there, 1996. Yeah, there is a folder in Chopati, Radha Gopinath Prabhu folder in Niche. I used to hear that a lot when I initially came. Then I like hearing a lot, so I used to hear from Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, from Radhesham Prabhu, from this. Whenever I used to find any point in relation to that SSR topic, I used to write it down somewhere. Then when I decided that I will conduct SSR, I realized that for who am I, what Radha Gopinath Prabhu told is this much. But what Chaitanya Charan Prabhu told is another this much, different. And what Radhesham Prabhu told is this much. So I combined all the 3 of them, then it became this much. Right? And I said, no, this is too much. Then I have to break that. Then the 6 sessions I broke into 12 sessions, as you can see here. In Search of Happiness, does God exist? Is Scripture a word of God? Modes of material nature, separate session I made, modes of material nature. Right? Then acquiring Vedic knowledge. Earlier, Scripture, word of God and acquiring Vedic knowledge was one session for them. I broke them into 2. Now, even after breaking into 2, this is not sufficient now. So much content is there because I used to combine. For example, Scripture, a word of God. I just open one of these, So these slides are there. They are, nobody has copyright. You have a right to copy. Like what Chaitanya Charan Prabhu says, ISKCON, there is no copyright. You have a right to copy. You all can take it and use it. But, okay. Quickly I'll go through. I'm not going to preach you all, but, So
Prabhu,
this.
just one.
Yeah, 1 minute or just this thought I'll finish it. So you can see, lot of slides, even a child will sit and enjoy the presentation. Right? What is a Veda? What people think about it? What actually it is? Like that. What is the meaning of it? What is manual, ancient man, old man? Different Vedas, essence, right? And what are the questions? Did people not change the knowledge over generation? No, this is a question, right? I heard in somebody's lecture, I converted that into a slide. How do you understand, etc.? What is Vedic knowledge? Like Bhugol, some words are there which are also applicable now. Shvetadvip, right? Like this. Ganga water, this water, that, all misconceptions. Go over human embryology as per Kapiladevi 3rd canto. Right? I'll show you one other slide. I like this one, which people like. Kalki's arrival. Now, you see this? There is a line in, I heard this from Chinnajir Swami. In one lecture of Chinnajir Swami, I heard. I immediately picked it up, made it part of SSR. He told, there is a sentence told by Sanjaya to Dhritarashtra. When he asked how is the world, he told it's like a rabbit and 2 leaves beside it, something like that. People leaves. Now you just color it a little better, it looks like, reverse it like this, mirror way. And then you color it, it looks like this. And this is the world that we are looking at. Right? People like this. Now it is there. So, see Prabhu, I'll tell you, when you are bringing people to the session, it should be in such a way that they should take a picture and go and tell everybody in the office, hey, I learned something. That is how it should be. Dry philosophy will not work. You have to make it attractive. And this is a personalized presentation. I practically by-hearted this now. I have done SSR maybe 20 times so far. 20 plus batches I have taken. Right? So I know I have full command over the slides. And even now I'll add one more slide. Whenever I wish. Because I got something more to convince. Right? Predictions about Kali Yuga, hypocrisy, how it was, cleanliness, what are the predictions, mercy, duration of life, etc. Memory, how will it go. Doordarshan, there was a program called Shrutidhar. This I heard by one Prabhuji. That, people will tell 100 things. 1 is equal to this, 2 is equal to this. After that, they'll close everything and ask, what is 8 number 86? And that time the hit rate was, 70-80%. Then the hit rate came to 5%, they closed the program only. Because Kali Yuga is progressing. Right? People don't have any memory. Give examples that they can take away. Right? Water will be sold, air will be sold, all these things we discuss. Which is actually happening right now. So this is the kind of presentation Prabhu. Right? Why there are so many scriptures? Who is correct? Father has stomach pain. He's saying dad has eaten a lot. This fellow is saying mom always says don't eat more. This fellow is saying his appendicitis. This fellow is saying his nervous problem. This fellow is saying he needs a surgery. All fire right at their level of. So this example, they'll take it home. They can easily understand. Where are the examples? Did I create them? No. They are all told by preachers. You convert them into a slide which you are comfortable to tell. You are comfortable to tell, right? So like that. Why there are so many scriptures? Same definition, different. So again, what is this slide? What is the qualification for any writing to be called as scripture? This is IT people, they like to question a lot of things. For them, you only are giving the question, you are only giving the answer. So for them, it's a lot of intellectual nourishment, right? So, lot of things. Human created religion, what is the difference? Right? This is the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, right? Goat's nipple here. That doesn't give milk. Looks like religion, but it's not religion. Right? So anyway, this is one slide I prepared, this one. How do you know you are being cheated by an unauthorized person? This is the question people come now. Hey, you are also a cheater. How will you know? I am only telling you, how to find out. Right? Now this girl, she hanged herself. But why did she hang herself? Because she was, some video somebody took. Why did they take the video? Because she went into an affair, she trusted somebody. Why? Because he went and told her something, that you are very good looking, please, I'll buy you a coffee. Because she was going around independently. So where are you supposed to correct the matter? Here. Right? If you correct it here, that situation will not come. Now it's a very extreme example. But People, I'm telling it very fast. When I preach, I tell it very slowly. In a pattern it goes. But it's very important we understand that where you are resulted, depends on where you started. So your examples, the way you go, different sampradayas, how do you understand? Finally, some shlokas and what is the advantage learning from scriptures? Okay, Haribol, thank you very much. This is a 3.5 hour session. Only on scriptures. Why I should believe in scriptures? If you believe in scriptures, you will not get cheated. At the end, you will not be cheated. From the beginning itself, you will be right. So, why I have showed you this is a syllabus. Now I have 12 presentations like this. Who is God? Goes on for 7 hours. 7 hour session. And I do it in a single day. Morning, 3 hours, lunch, then late afternoon, 3 hours, dinner, go. Right? I take them to another place. You all can take them to Nandagokulam. Wherever, whichever community you are doing, take them to off-site. Let there be picnic also and a Who is God session also. Until you accept Krishna as God, you can't go back. But point is, people like to hear. Lot of people have this question. Oh, itna der kaun baithta hai? Baithte hai na? Hum log baith rahe. Kyun nahi baithenge? When there is a nice environment, nice philosophy, nice way of explaining, nice enthusiasm, nice prashadam, most importantly, nice prashadam, people will sit. People will sit. Radhesham Prabhu goes to 100 places and he tells, 3 hours people are sitting there. What is your problem? Sit. But people can sit. These days, that is the biggest problem. People restrict preaching time. You can't put time to preaching. Preaching is a flow. And when people are ready to hear, somebody is ready to tell, God is sitting in between, making it all happen, you should allow it to go. Let it go as long as it can. But of course, it doesn't mean that, don't serve Prashadam on time. There are some things, but keep it open. One of the keys, Shravanam should be topmost priority. Quality of Shravanam should be topmost priority. Presentation, Shravanam, long session, hone do. Prabhupada is Prabhupada. He preached 20 minutes. I will take 20 hours to present what he told in 20 minutes. Right? In my capacity, I think I need a little more time. And people will listen to him. They like it. See, when they come for the session, in today's day and time, they have compromised so many things, subsidized so many things, they took out time and they have come to you. Every minute should count. And they should get something solid. And then they take and go. People sit. In our Gachivali Satsang, 3 hours, 5:30 to 8:30. If you come at 6 o'clock, 6 to 9. 3 hours you have to sit and listen. And you nourish also. And they take also. Okay, 1% people will be there. They'll come, Prabhuji, itna long, kyun Prabhuji? Tumhara problem, mera problem nahi hai. That 1% I'm not ready to cater. Right? I'm more worried about, I'm more concerned about the people who are serious, who want to take this. When you give time for such kind of people, Prabhu, they will be amazing leaders in the future. And the amazing part? I used to preach for 3 hours, I now also. All the people who got trained from, they're also going to preaching 3 hours. Because they liked it now. They also know how to do it. They also think it is needed. So, yeah. Yes, Manu.
You always started with family as a unity. Is it like you never had any boys and then later they got married and the girls came?
That also
The
happened.
scenario was there.
That also
So
happened.
it's so magical.
So it generally happens that when we get like devotee girls into the community, they are already into a devotee culture, right? Every community has their own
Their own
culture, their
culture.
own style. Like for them, what is spirituality? They have a concept. And our community may not be exactly like from where they came.
Obviously, it's
So
not.
I've seen that the girls have really very tough time adjusting to our new culture or whatever the different from what their maiden culture of the same. They are ISKCON devotees only, but definitely there's a puttilu mettilu difference untundi. So is there something that we can do as a new welcoming community to, or it is just that the girls have to adapt, or do you do something to make the girls feel home?
I don't have a straight answer for this, Mataji, but I think
But you got my
no, I got your point. Mataji, definitely I'll say that some bridge will remain. It will never get filled. Because spirituality is about trust and relationships, and they take time to form. Right? There are some who came to our satsang who could not adjust. for whatever reason. I don't know why. You know, very less, very less. There are some who came from somewhere else. They said, Prabhu, what is happening here? It's nowhere. I'm so happy here. That also happened. You know, so I think it's all about relationships. When somebody comes inside.
Encouraging them to participate.
Ah.
What happens is sometimes they come from a different background. You know they are devoted, they are practicing, but in sometimes it's you don't want it, but we keep them aside or we ignore them. They might feel like that. But understanding her way of
Yeah.
what she would want to contribute, because everybody being a devotee, you want to have some service. Or your innate nature becomes that you want to engage in this mission because it's a preaching mission. What you do is you have to encourage them, ask them which area they would want to serve, or see that she's been accepted and we that's what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Because you have to encourage her to participate and give her some identity. Then
And they have to find a
in spite
friend.
of that also still we have like in spite of so many years still I feel comfortable in my mom's place. That will always be there. That's a natural thing. But
Madhuri, actually,
accepting them,
it's
encouraging them,
a-
identifying them,
Yeah.
will make them feel like
They have to find the
Some
identity.
people, they just come, we never know when they join the stream. It's so natural. But some girls, they do find it difficult despite many years.
Yes, yes.
No, like- And also, for our accommodation also, there are some limitations for it. Like we are unique because we do certain things in certain way. If that basic system that is itself a challenge, then we want the girl to adjust. So how would we help? Like
I
Madhuri,
think
most-
what if the new girls are coming freshly for the new already pre-existing activities are there, bachelor girls are there, bachelor boys are there,
We align with
or
them.
young couples, or other young couples. I try to join them.
Make friendship.
Make friendship
Ah.
with them. Recently there's this girl who's come here. So there was one more girl who was a bachelor in she was all around, both of them in software. I told them to tag along. Then she felt comfortable. So that's what
Make-
we should
make
pair
friends.
them, Mataji,
Ah.
because it's very difficult for a married Mataji to speak to younger. So already there were pre-existing some Matajis or single Matajis who are not yet married. Make them into a group and they will have a jolly time. They go
Correct.
together, they become roommates now, they're talking. She's encouraging on her into this class. You should tag them with somebody. It's not that you can't always take care of everybody.
But Prabhuji, there is no big problem. They are just.
No, there's also
They have
married
to
and
go
just
elsewhere.
married. Yeah. No, but
They will be forced to change their
They are
culture.
forced to change the
They have to understand.
No, they're joking. So, most important key is Mataji, they have to find a friend. And there is an initiative on their side also to do it. You can't keep, dancing and singing in front of them that, please accept me. That's not going to work. At the end of the day, satsang is as much important for them as much it is for us. So, we have to help them connect with a similar minded people, right? Like, for example, if a Mataji who is a little modern who comes, I also have another modern Mataji to map to. Right? There is a traditional Mataji who comes. There is another traditional Mataji to map to. Right? Ritualistic Mataji. See, a ritualistic Mataji is also there. There is a whole flavor. There is the whole categories are there. You have to make sure that you align them, and then they both will have their mellows, and slowly they'll settle down. But there are also some people who never settle down. What do you do? And if there are some people who came and complained also. You people have no sweetness, you people are harsh people, your people are this, people are that. Okay, nice feedback, thank you very much. What can I do? Because if your expectation is people will give you a greeting card every day, that's not going to work, right? I mean, you
Also, generally the problem is from Matajis who come from the big temples, because they have seen celebrating festivals or doing this thing or accommodating too many donors and other people, some restriction, there's no restriction there. So when they come from places like that into any of our community, then they'll have a lot of culture shock. Why is it like this? And why this thing? Somebody told me, see, there's nobody wearing pant and shirt. Everybody is in dhoti, or everybody is wearing sari. This is their observation when they come. Because they see probably only 10% of the people wearing dhoti kurta, 10% wearing sari. So they still feel very comfortable. When come here, is it the expectation? Or is everybody is supposed to wear sari, or everybody is supposed to do this thing? So they have lots of mental thing. Also, they consider festivals like Pongal and all are rituals.
Ah.
This is why like we are doing rituals. It's not there in calendar or something. They feel like
Some fanatically preached people also.
Are they not ISKCON devotees?
Are they not
I'm not
discovered?
discounting what is.
Why like?
God is not something, it's going to be some above or something.
No. There are differences.
So they are fake
This is of course not community preaching topic what we are discussing, but there are many challenges.
Yeah.
One devotee came and asked me, why is your tilak till the nose end? I said, my nose is long, so I can fit it. What is your problem? You know? For that also, one devotee, normally in our satsang, when we enter the hall, we pay obeisance to the deities, and then we pay obeisance to Prabhupada, and we do Vanchakalpa. It's done deal. Right? After that, any devotee who comes, we just embrace them. One devotee came and asked, Prabhu, I just went and embraced. He said, he came from some other temple. I went and embraced him. Okay. Prabhu, our etiquette is to do Vanchakalpa, not embrace. What wrong did you do? This is a fanatic way of thinking. Like, this is what it is, this is what should happen. And okay, if somebody is directly coming from office, he came in pant and shirt, what is the big deal? Right? Right? But continuously coming pant and shirt, I will also tell, what is your problem? You don't have dhoti, I'll buy you one. But then, people have to understand this thing.
Yeah, and also nowadays, we all wish each other with Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But Hare Krishna is not a greeting word. That's this thing. See, in the school I was trying to change the culture. I told that, and I was just told, say Namaste if someone comes here. Immediately some devotees got so upset, you are changing ISKCON culture. And this thing I said, Hare Krishna word is not there in Bhagavatam, but Namaste is there hundreds of times. Namaste, Krishna, Bhagavatam. Kunti Devi is addressing Krishna also. Why it is like, so we have sometimes tuned ourselves like, only this way.
Yeah.
Saying Namaste is nothing wrong. They feel if I say Namaste, children say Namaste to somebody, they are feeling that, it's not ISKCON culture. That is actually wrong conception, wrong training.
We have to be open-minded, we have to allow people to be, whatever minded, but there is adjustments on there. And talking about marriages and all, see, I believe, not every devotee boy gets a devotee girl. Sometimes he has to marry non-devotee
Every
girl.
boy is
That
not
is
getting a
easier.
girl.
That is easier, Prabhu. If the girl is fresh, no, it is easy actually.
Now we have reverse case also, I'll tell you.
In this case also.
Where the devotee girl had to marry a non-devotee boy. That also happened. So what I tell them is that knowing that, see, I'll tell you, they are all earning well. These are people, especially in the cities, each one has more than 1 lakh, 2 lakh package, take home. They can afford to buy dreams. They want to buy a big car, or want to go to Indonesia for whatever. So I tell them that, if your partner is coming from a non-devotee background, first give them what they want. Don't make a big scene out of it. Because that fellow or that girl also has to find some peace. This I learned from a senior preacher, Grasa preacher. He said, don't frustrate them, oh, you have married a tapasvi or something. No, don't do that. Everybody marries, they have some material desires also, and they have some needs also. Okay, karo, thoda der. But you don't stop chanting. You don't, suddenly, for your partner's sake, you completely become something else. Externally, you can become whatever. Internally, keep that and keep praying when to bring your partner. It worked in some cases. One boy, he brought his would-be, to a session. He didn't tell me also he's bringing. That girl has no idea about KC. He brought and she's sitting, and that day who is got topic was going on. And I completely bashed Sai Baba left and center. And that girl is a staunch devotee of Sai Baba. Their marriage went for compromise. He told, my engagement is getting cancelled. So what is that, because of this session. I told you, get married to that girl, don't bring her to satsang for 2 years. I don't want to see your face or her face. Go. Give her a piece of time. She's a good girl from a good family. She just needs a little space. After 1.5 years, they came. I was in touch with him. He came. And then she also sat down. She liked cooking, or she started doing something, and then she started standing 16 rounds. Right? All that Babagiri is gone, and now proper Krishna, Jagannath has come into the life. It took some time. We have to give that space. And some people have some needs, especially today's day. Right? They have some needs. Give that little space. But every preacher handles it in a different way. I'm not telling this is a formula. It works some places. So I try to take a risk-free approach. Even sometimes you marry another devotee girl also, or devotee, both are devotees. Take your time to settle down. Don't impose it on each other. I am chanting in Mangalarti time, you are nonsense, unnecessarily married you are chanting later. So what is that? First you are married. Fix your marriage. Then we'll see how KC will work. So it's a lot of counseling needed. We both have fights even now. She is a different person, I am a different person. Right? At the end of the day, we have to accept that, this is how it's going to be. Somebody is very inclined towards deity worship. Somebody is more inclined towards kirtan and preaching. Somebody is more inclined towards book distribution. It is there. This difference is going to be there. So especially for newly married cases, I tell them that, take your time. Don't hurry up and try to transform. One Mataji, she was very, very staunchly fixed. And she was like, I want to marry a devotee boy, but my parents are not allowing. And in their culture, they eat non-veg, drinks, everything is there. She stopped everything, and non-veg she stopped, and then she was looking for, I told, go and marry a boy who has some faith in God. At least some faith in God he has. Good qualities. She married that boy. And later on, she pleased him so nicely in material life also, that he came to satsang. Now he is chanting 16 rounds last 3 years. He is becoming ready for initiation. Person, he left non-veg, left drinks, left everything. Now he is very happy with 2 children they have. They are bringing to satsang. Very nice, So you have to give time. You can't just.
One person doesn't work for kindness.
Ah.
Instead of compromising on philosophy is the same, but how to present it very
If the same thing I go and discuss with a staunch brahmachari, obviously solution will be different from mine, right? I think it is time, place and circumstance. And Krishna will give you the intelligence how to handle it. Principle is, don't torture people. Don't take it to a point where sorry, Prabhu.
Coming back to that question, you said we started with gated community. How do you contact a new community? If there is no devotee, and how do you get into it? If there is a devotee, at least we can ask them, Chala, we'll have a program in your home. Yeah, not every week, one time, something we can say and enter. But if not the case,
see,
how do you?
Yeah, so Prabhu, there has to be somebody who will facilitate. I'll go into that slide quickly. Small and made some. Okay, what we need to get started? This was your question, right? Yeah. So, one devotee in a gated community to open his doors. Without that, gated community you can't.
Okay. You'll find one devotee.
At least one devotee, meaning he is coming here and doing dandavat. That's enough. That's enough. By mistake, he fell down. You thought it's dandavat. That is also okay. That is also okay. Some interest is showing. That's enough. So one devotee in a gated community open his doors. 2 devotee get servants to support. We introduced a concept called DCS. Same thing you all have, but we named it as DC. Devotee care servant. Meaning, for example, if this Prabhuji is starting the class, he alone cannot start. He needs at least 2 other people to assist him. There are some devotees who are not preaching, who are not that good at preaching, or who don't want to preach. Their preaching is different. They can go and support it. How to invite the people with namaste. Please come, sit nicely. Assist, making sure the program is, projector is right. Things are there. Preacher is only thinking about preaching. Other things are taken care. Right? Ambience, prasadam is taken care. 2 DCS devotees. DCS means what? Devotee get servant, but how do they get formulated? Basically, when I do a program, after 1 year, some people are starting to chant 16 rounds, 8 rounds, and they are fixed in philosophy now. They went on to yatras also. I tell them they are DCS. That they can be DCS for the upcoming batches. Now they will do the publicity for me. They will go and make sure that they will be in the program, making sure everybody is sitting nicely. Prasadam needs, somebody is diabetic. They'll go and talk to him. For them, they'll order separate roti and sabzi. Personal care. DCS job is personal care. Actually, the success of the program is not in the hands of the preacher. It's in the hands of the DCS. And this DCS, after 2-3 years, they'll become preachers also. Now they know how to devotee care. All these devotees who became preachers, first they were DCS for 2 years, 2 to 3 years. They gave them proper DCS responsibilities. Then took up. Now they know what it takes to before they preach. Like that. So at least 2 DCS support people they need. 1 mic system, 1 projector, 1 screen, 1 small portable altar. That's all you need. Right? 1 person in the community, 2 DCS that you identified apart from the preacher, and minimal setup. 1 mic projector is needed. People like what is projected. People like to see. Right? So this you have to invest. When we came, only our house had a mic system, a projector screen, everything. Now in entire Gachibowli there are 50 projectors, 50 mic systems, 50 bhagonas, 50 big stoves. Every preacher needs to invest. Prabhu, we have to make sure our program, wherever we are conducting, whether it's our house or somewhere else, it should be pakka, self-sufficient, and it should be nice. Speaker should be nice. Right? ऐसा नहीं है तुमको सुनाई दे रहा है, you are happy. There are some transcendental devotees, they don't care what the other person is listening. He is happy, he is self-satisfied. Atmarama preachers are there, we don't want that. We want to make sure the opposite person is getting the message clearly. And the preacher should think, should I print out some things? Should I give printouts also? You think. Your communication should be like opposite person is pakka understanding. So you have to put that, right? So whatever it takes, 1 mic system, some devotees have gone even far off, They bought steel plates, they go into all kinds of things, to make sure the program is very special. Small initial funding to get started. How much? How much depends on how much you want to give them. Prasadam. Major is prasadam cost. Right? Print some flexis, good size flexis, you can keep using it program after program. Any hall, if the hall doesn't have anything devotional, you can go and take the flexis. Give an ambience. Don't take them into a yoga hall and speak Bhagavad Gita. Like they should have some ambience. Thoda invest karo. Thoda sa. And then small funding, I'll say at least 20,000 rupees. Benchmark. 20,000 rupees your investment. Right? You will get it back. Don't worry. But I know you're not worried, but just I'm saying that. Initially you have to put that. 10,000 rupees per satsang. Hall, assuming hall is coming free. Prasadam should be the best meal of their week. No khichdi papad and this. That should be the best meal of their week. Spoil them with whatever you can. But they should like it. It should be healthy also. Like 5 course, 6 course, nice and hot. Some transcendental devotee cooked it 5 hours ago, now he is supplying. No. It should be hot. At least 1 finger should burn. Okay, should be hot, served hot, nicely, and that should be best meal of them. Very important. You do that for 2 satsangs. And you celebrate your anniversary, somebody's birthday, somebody's thing. In 2 sessions you do. People will come and ask, how can we serve?
Yes.
They will come and ask. In the last 15 years I have seen that a program, 3rd program is never taken care by me. 3rd program is already gone. And you will never find your program for the next 10 years also. It's sponsored. People will come forward, they'll give. When they see genuinity, sincerity, and lot of compassion in you, they will come and give. Quality is seen by quality people, and quantity will ultimately come. Okay, but initially, we should not be confused in putting the first bit. There is a program, I even spent 20,000 per program, only for Prashad. 120 people, green dress will be did, 20,000 rupees per program. But what came out of it? 7 preachers. Subbarao Prabhu, Prasad Prabhu, Shri Gopal, Diggaj devotees came out of that, And the 20,000 we started, 12 sessions, 20 to 12 is what? 2,40,000 rupees. At the end of 12 sessions, we were left out with 60,000 donation. Forget about what I put in the first 2 weeks. Right? And then we did a grand gala festival, finishing of satsang. Right? We spent everything for that. Now, what do you do with the ISKCON account? Right? Now, In gated communities, you can't put ISKCON account. You cannot. If they put, they'll throw you outside. If you are working with an MC, you have to ask them, can we use your community account? They'll give a QR code. I do that in one community. People put money into that and then we use it for them. We also give a proper account to them. We got this much is left, it is there for you. We'll use it for some festival. Or sometimes they say, as long as you collect it and show, we are okay. We can't give our account. Then one of the devotees who doesn't have any other transactions otherwise, he will keep his account. He will keep his QR code. We take money, we make a proper account of it, and then we keep it transparent. This is what we received, this is what we spent. What we spend, all we spend, garlands we spend, flowers we spend, prasadam we spend. That's all right. Other small things like we don't. So this is how we manage the money. There are 28 programs happening. There is zero money in any ISKCON account. Because ISKCON doesn't come into picture there. This question was asked to me. You did 40 Rath Yatras. Where is the money coming from? I said, Bhaiya, money is coming from the community, in the community and going into the community. What is the problem? Right? So this is a big change of thinking even for ISKCON. ISKCON leaders have understood. They understood, oh, this is how also it functions. Because normally what? Temple account, everything comes, temple pays, temple. This is not temple, Baba. You are taking temple into the communities. Right? You don't have to put a ISKCON board. It will not be declared as ISKCON outpost. And for now, we don't even care if it's declared as ISKCON outpost. They are ISKCON devotees. It is a proper ISKCON. Everything ISKCON program is happening. Eventually it will become. Eventually when the community will have like 70, 80 devotees, it's flourishing, then the hall is not sufficient, house is not sufficient, they'll open a center. Then ISKCON board will come. ISKCON account will come. That's what happened with us. We have ISKCON account now. We are routing it to ISKCON account for the center. Not for the home programs. Not for the community programs. We're not. Right? Any questions at this point about this? See, this is, Prabhu, this is something that you're already doing. You're just going to do it more organized way. I'll show you the organized aspect. Good prasadam, homemade or from temple. Another thing, prasadam. Best prasadam is homemade prasadam. 99% devotees who are there that we have, who have become preachers and all that, they all had prasadam made by my wife or some other devotee's wife, made with a lot of happiness, potluck, they all bringing, I brought vada, you bring sambar, I brought idli. Sometimes we used to see 5 kinds of idlis, 5 houses, they divided the number of idlis like that. So it's all homemade prasadam. There you don't need to raise money also. Everything comes and it's all managed with an interview. Right? But that is the best. If you are in a lot of pressure that you can't prepare prasadam, your wife is not in a situation that she can, or it's initial time, you can order prasadam. We have a centralized kitchen now. We bought all the equipment, we got a devotee, we pay him salary and we pay him for each plate also, we pay for the kitchen also. But prasadam cost is rock bottom, but high quality prasadam. Right? So he is happy, he is settled, we are settled. He supplies the same prasadam to at least 13-14 places. Every Saturday morning, every Sunday morning. Just close. We bought him carriers. Hot boxes we bought. If he has to make a 7-course meal, 7 hot boxes are there. 7 big, 500 people carrier is there, 200 people carrier is there. Like that. We invested. That is needed. When you have made the investment in the right place, you will see the results also. Most important, hassle-free, tension-free. I gave the order, prasadam is coming. And I settle the money immediately. No pending. I told all the preachers, nobody will keep the money pending. And individual programs is individual responsibility. Same ISKCON model. Right? I am not going to fund 5 programs. Or he will fund. No need to. Here is a formula. You apply it properly, make it happen. There has to be a way. It will work. It will eventually work. Till now, none of the preachers came and told me, Prabhu, I need money or I need. They all are actually coming forward to help. But we can do something like that. Because when people come with faith, they will give. So this is what we need. Now, Prabhu, this one I'll spend a little bit of time. It looks like a little technical slide, but very important. One of the most key things one of the most key things is publicity. Prabhu, publicity is very important.
Generally, we are very poor at doing publicity.
I'm sure you all are also doing in some way, but I'm going to tell you a way that it will bring you good quality people. ठीक है ना? You want to start a program. So that Prabhu, you want to start a program. What is today's date? 15th of February. You cannot start a program before April 1st. That means what? 6 weeks of publicity. उससे कुछ भी कम नहीं. Don't come and tell that, you know, Prabhu, I'm feeling ecstatic, next week I'm starting. You and some houseflies will sit. Take your program. Nothing will come. And don't complain. Or some old people will sit, retired people. They don't have anything to do. Their daughter-in-law is not feeding, they'll come and sit here. Half program, they'll sleep. You'll be satisfied. They're always unsatisfied. Program is over. What is the point? You have to do good publicity. Right? 6 weeks before. Decide your date. Keep the date and meet the date. Right? So decide your publicity. What will you do? And second, so 6 steps are there. Publicity, data capture, DCS allocation, sessions, work week engagement, next steps. So I'll tell you all these 6 areas. Right? They have worked everywhere, Prabhu. All programs are successful because if some program is not successful, one of these they are not done properly. Okay? I'll send you this presentation. Don't worry. You can still make your personal notes, but promo videos, very important. When the message goes that the session is going to start, it should be a professional message. It should not be like, you know, I'm sitting in front of this wall, half wall is, paint is gone. Please come to our program, you are very wonderful, you are wonderful, please come. Nobody will come. Nobody will come. What kind of audience are you attracting? Right? Our competition is what? Our competition is Instagram, YouTube, Reels. In that Reels, your Reel will come and you should be, hurry, I should go here. Our satsang competition is what? Multiplex malls, theme parks. They have these many, in between satsang. Which one they should come to? Satsang or theme park or multiplex? Satsang. Means satsang should be even more attractive. It's for you to make it attractive. That is your renunciation. Keep your renunciation to yourself. Don't force it on others. You know, one person, he started a program. His chairs are not there in the house. Old people came. Where do you make them sit? No, Prabhu, austerity is needed. Tapasya is one of the principles. No, tapasya is there. Forcing people. You know, give them proper, Devamrit Swami Maharaj, he says, another level of preaching. You know Devamrit Swami Maharaj? African American. He said, times have changed. You need a lounge to preach. Lounge. You know, like
New Zealand and Australia.
like that. VIP lounge, like that. Times have changed, Baba. And what is wrong in that? What is wrong in that? So promo video, I'll show you something.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Where did I go? So this is a promo video. I'll play it a little. I got it done by a professional who does video editing. This was done in 2016, almost 9 years ago. Okay, let me stop it here. There is a big complaint on this also.
What happened?
Why is your picture bigger than Prabhupada's picture? First of all, why you should keep your picture? People like to be identified with people. Understand that. You can't just keep a blank screen and say, come. Like, who is going to talk to me? Right? People, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. Don't be hesitant to show yourself. Because they feel that connection. Prabhupada picture is there. We all are servants of Prabhupada only. But your picture is also needed. They will know who you are. And don't hesitate to tell your profile. You don't need to tell your company name. I tell, I am a dual MBA, I am a CA, I am this, I am that. Everything. I tell it because that helps me in preaching. So don't, and glorify yourself, no problem, in that particular place. Until they come, it's important. So So this I did in a yoga studio. So one-time programs we do. So we do a lot of promo programs to first accumulate people. This was initial days.
It really lifted my spirits and I feel amazing. I think everyone should get a chance to listen to what he has to say. It's a very enriching and a very eye-opening session. My name is Pratima Agarwal. It was a wonderful, enriching experience and we were actually thirsty for more. And I'm really looking forward to attend many more of your sessions. Thank you. My name is Sangeeta Pandey. We are looking forward
from some other devotees in this Kansamamesh. And that was an enlightening moment for me especially. And there are so many questions in my mind that really got answered in the session. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. The biggest learning that I had after SSR really helped me see through this whole
All these children are grown up now. Each one is 6 feet tall.
How many
9-year-old
for
video.
example, in a 24-hour day, how many times do we even remember it? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
All these children.
Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare.
This is my elder son, Parth, and where is Hriday? No, he's Hriday. He is doing his medicine second year now. Right? This fellow is doing his CA now, younger one. You know, some of them are, she is a media, she's going to media, she's mass media, she's doing MBBS. They're all children, they grow up in the satsang, right? Initial days this part. So you got the promo program, right? Promo video. What you can do, you all are a big community here, make a nice promo video. We see 8 minutes. Now maximum human patience is 2 minutes. So in 2 minutes, 5 people speak, but speak with a nice smile and tell how your family got benefited, why you should attend this satsang program. Make nice videos, not one video, 6-7 videos you make. And then all you have to do, you can use the same video for multiple programs. Just change the first slide and the last slide. Right? This community name, come here. Here is the contact. He is the one to go. Bas, you make this video. And then viral these videos. It should go viral. Now that time QR code and all was not there. Now you have QR codes you can put, people can register through QR code also. People like to know where they are going, what they will experience. Okay? So this is your promo videos. Don't compromise on this. I'm telling you, these are very important things that devotees, Chalega na Prabhuji, on devotees, Prabhu, whoever Krishna inspires will come, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. Banners, emails, smartphones, all this. You have to create banners, push them into community groups. If somebody is staying in a community, ask him to send timely basis. 6 weeks ahead, at least 6 messages should go. Right?
Every week.
About the program that is going to start. Every week. At least once. You can make. WhatsApp groups. Now this is something that really works nice. Create a WhatsApp group. For example, there is a ASBL community here. Right? You are going to preach in that ASBL community. Let's take an example. Prabhuji is going to do. He will create an ASBL Gita study group. That will be the name of the group. Who is there in that group? Nobody. Only he is there. It's an empty group. Right? Write a message, that WhatsApp message with a banner on the top. Please register. The session is going to start on April 2nd. Click this group to join the group. That group link he'll put and he'll send it. Somebody will start clicking it. Whoever is needed, is interested, they'll click it, they'll join the group. So you'll see the group is getting filled. Right? First week, 5 people joined. Second week, you send the message. Little more different message with another video, and another 10 people joined. Like that, you will see the group will almost go to 150, 200 people also. Right? Now, does it mean all 200 people are interested? No. Half the people don't know why they clicked also. They saw something, they clicked it. Right? That's okay. So, but first let the group fill, and every week send a message in the group that please hold on, we will tell you about the program details, don't leave the group. And do not post good morning, flower, teacup message and all that. No. No devotional messages also. This group is a study group. That's why we name it as study group. Like a classroom study group. We will decide what we have to post. Viral in all platforms. Next, data capture. Now this is the place which is very important. DCS role will come. We have 200 people in that group. Okay, so we are February 15th we are now. Okay, na? Okay, any questions so far? Clear, na? Okay, now what you are going to do? We have 200 people in that group. Now one person can be from Lingampalli also. You don't know. Because it's WhatsApp group, na? Somebody forwarded you forwarded in the community somebody forwarded somewhere. So you don't know who are you going to talk to. But you will allocate the duty between preacher and 2 DCS. 60, 60, 60. If there are 180 people, 60, they have to personally call. Maintain an Excel sheet. In that, you call them and write. When you call, you ask them. See, initially it will be like a sales call. They will immediately bang the phone. So the way you talk also matters. You tell, Hare Krishna, you registered in this group. That is the first sentence you say. You registered in this group in your community name. You also tell the community. ASBL community in Singapore Township, you registered? Yeah, who is this? Because if you don't say that, they'll think it's a sales call. You have to tell that you have registered. Right? And then they'll, okay, what is this? No, you registered for this Bhagavad Gita batch which is starting. Some people will say, yes, yeah, tell me. Some people will say, I did not register. Okay, thank you. Remove that name. Immediately you want to remove that name. Okay, thank you very much. Go back, remove the name. Because they made a mistake, they clicked and joined. Right? So you have to respectfully say that I am going to remove your name, sir. You are not interested. Okay, fine. So, and when you call, you are going to spend some quality time. Right? You're going to take, and sometimes you'll say, I am busy right now. Okay, can you call after some time? You have to keep a track of it. Who are all the people you spoke? Who are all the people who did not lift the phone? Who are all the people who they said that call back? You make a separate column for that. And make sure you have a conversation. And when you have a conversation, you can tell, I also live in this community, flat number 102, block number 2. They'll feel, my community ka banda hai. Right? And then you registered for this group, right? We are very excited you're going to come. You'll be learning Bhagavad Gita. Why did you feel like joining this group? You're allowing them to talk. I felt that I should learn Bhagavad Gita at least once in life. Excellent. So you're coming with your family? No, my wife is not interested. Sir, do one small favor. First 2 sessions, bring your family. We have some exciting gifts for you. And it's mandatory you come with family. First 2 weeks. You can use that word. I do that. Some preachers don't like it, but I do that. Why? Because whoever ultimately settles down, settles with the whole family. And my maintenance is almost 0. Otherwise, wife will come, husband will not come. Reason for divorce is ISKCON. Right? I went through hell because of this. My maintenance, really, all the relationship problems, I am not here to solve. And it so happened also that the husband came to the session telling his wife is not interested. I told you, bring your wife. And later on, husband left, wife is settled. Wife became more interested in satsang. So whose interest is what we don't know in the beginning. And it's very much possible that husband, husband told I will not come. Wife brought the husband. 2 sessions later, husband is also interested, wife is also interested. And they became nice and
But if
settled.
they bring children, won't they disturb the class?
Bring the children. No, they will not disturb. We will have some activity for them.
Separately, parallel.
7-year and above, no activity. They can see the slides. So many slides they'll see. They'll make notes also. 7-year and less, we'll give some printouts of some pages. They'll do painting. Some color painting they'll do. They'll sleep
We
also.
have parallel kids classes.
There are some satsangs where the wife is supporting, people are supporting. You can do many other things also.
Actually, both wife and husband will be working. So during that time, sometimes what happens is only husband and child will come, and the wife will enroll that husband and child. So, is it okay or?
It's okay. First 2 sessions, all of you come. First 2 sessions, all of you come. That's we put it as a condition. Now again, you have to put the condition in here. You don't have to. Test the waters. I face a lot of problems. So I put this condition. Even if I get 10 couples, than 200 people, I am fine with those 10 couples. Those 10 couples will become devotees. Whole family is engaged. For me in future, the initiations are easy. Their yatras are easy. So much maintenance is easy for me. If I get a couple. This one.
How we reach exactly like that group of people by sending in WhatsApp groups. We need only ASBL to present in that.
So I'm going next. So here is the data capture point. Now you are going to call them. You're going to call them and take the data. So what are you going to capture in the data, Prabhu? You're going to capture their name while you're talking. Where do you work? I work in Infosys. Type it. Type it. Right? I work in Microsoft. Type it. Where does your wife work? If they share, once they feel comfortable, they'll start sharing also. My wife works in Amazon. Okay, type it. You have children? Yes. What is their names? Anita and Raghav. Okay, very good. Anita and Raghav. Type it somewhere. Right? So maintain this information in your Excel. Not to share with anybody outside. Maintain this information. And tell them to come as a family. When you are saving their contact, save them as, what is it? Venkat Reddy, Sujata wife, Anita and Raghav. When the phone rings, you have 4 names on your screen. So immediately when you ask, how is Anita and Raghav? Are they playing nicely? Did they like the session? This fellow knows me. I don't know anybody. But it's important. You see my phone, it will be crazy contacts, Who introduced whom? Praveen Prabhu's name is Praveen Subbarao. Because Subbarao Prabhu introduced Praveen. Now it is told like that only. But it's very important. You need to know the wife's name, husband name. Save it like that. Sometimes one Subbarao's wife is Subbalakshmi, another Subbarao's wife is Venkatalakshmi. You will get confused. Venkatalakshmi is with Subbarao's wife. So better maintain the database. Prabhu, you might think, the Prabhu, these are material, very spirituality in this. Sab aayega. But, you should use your intelligence to, this is very important step. Whoever did the data capture properly has seen good results. Okay? Next is save the location. Now, what about people coming from outside the community? Right? One of the things, when you are speaking to them, suddenly one Prabhuji called, they say, I am calling from this Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu, I am a devotee. Okay, thank you very much. A group se chale jao. Zarurat nahi hai yahan pe. This is for new people. So, in a nice way. Prabhu, you are already connected to some temple. Ye nahi hai, aapke liye nahi hai. Naye logon ka group.
We can tell them to come to regular satsang program.
No.
No need.
Let them be happy where they are. By mistake you join, no problem. Because I'll tell you, Prabhu, not every devotee knows how to preach. With all due respect unto me. Not that I know very much. I also learned. First message about Radha Tattva they'll send in the group. I'm like, what is going on? Or some quote, extreme quote they'll send, suddenly. They'll say, Jai Prabhupada will say, Are Baba, I'm teaching them, are you a human or an animal? In that stage you are talking about, Panchatattva. How will it happen?
Amshidhar Baba's disappearance day.
This disappearance day. I am fasting, today is Ekadashi, I am doing Nirjal. People will run away, they will faint by hearing all these things. So, my dear Prabhuji and Matajis, please leave the group. You are not needed here. You are already there. This is for new people. No, Prabhu, I live in this locality, I didn't know where till Subha, I got to know, okay, come for service. But no message in the group. You will not send a single message in the group. Then only come. Otherwise, no. You have to run the group the way you want to. With all due humility and respect. Thank you. Do not send any messages. I am sending messages. I am going to run this group. I am going to preach in a pattern. I will take my time to reach to who is God. I will not start declaring. This is all part of it, but you have to be strict on this. No compromise.
Nobody said you become a self-declared guru or something like that when you do something. When you do something, we say somebody don't come, they don't blaspheme you or they don't.
They blaspheme me. That's why I became so black. No, it's obvious, not everybody will like you. It's okay. We are humbly doing it. We are not, see, for fun sake, humor ways I'm telling like this. This is not the way I tell. This is a very respectful way I tell. कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है यहाँ पे. ये नए लोगों को हम लोग preach करें. New people preach just मेरा अवसर नहीं दिखा. Near already I go to that satsang. I want to come to your satsang. Okay, there is another satsang. I promise there you want to come. But wherever you are, be attached. See, with this way I tell you, you are not disturbing other people's satsang also. We are not craving for people and hijacking people into our satsang. We don't need to. There are lakhs of people waiting to become devotees. We are only tapping on them. ठीक है ना? So, you're going to take those details, you will tell expectations, you will document what are their expectations. You will tell, okay, you're coming to the session, what is the expectation? I want nice kirtan. Okay, nice kirtan will be there. I like chanting. Do you have chanting bag? Yeah, chanting bag also you do that. No problem. Okay? And you will also put a charge. Okay, remove if from other groups or existing devotees. Very important step. If remove existing devotees. I said existing devotees or they are from some other temple groups. You don't need them. Okay. Whatever I told. And charge them for the session. Prabhuji, who will give money? 300 rupees sab denge. 300 rupees. And for the 300 rupees, you are going to give a free Bhagavad Gita and a chanting bag. So you are not taking any money. Okay? I will take only one Bhagavad Gita for the house. No. Everybody should have their own copy of Bhagavad Gita. Wife will have their own copy, husband will have their own copy. This is a condition. Sometimes when you put conditions, Prabhu, they also will understand that you are professional in your dealings. You also, Rajeshan Prabhu says, when your standards are high, you get devotees with high standards. Right? So you better say it in the beginning itself. This is what we expect. Registered people only are allowed. What about people coming from outside? In gated societies, they allow outside people as long as you sign them up. You take the responsibility. Like relatives are coming, friends are coming. They are my relatives or friends. How does it matter? No gated society will say anything. As long as somebody in the society is watching. Yeah. He is the one, they'll send a request, my gate. You will press accept. Oh, they can come. Understanding? When the crowd is more, then you can ask more people in the community to sign them up. We can distribute.
Prabhuji, this charging for the session and all, do you do this in the beginning?
Beginning.
For new people session.
New people session. Beginning.
How much is charge? 300.
Huh? Only one session. Beginning, only first session.
First session is charge. 300.
300 rupees, give them Bhagavad Gita and chanting it.
And after session 6 free.
Yeah.
Give them option to buy
Yes,
books.
yes,
Some of them have books already, ISKCON books they have.
I give Bhagavad Gita, whenever I quote a shloka in between, so Prabhuji has a good question.
Who are
No, if they already have ISKCON Bhagavad Gita, they will just take chanting back, which we take for free.
And they can take one more Bhagavad Gita also, no problem. Gift it to somebody.
Oh,
Yeah.
also you have that.
Prabhuji is asking a question. When you are starting with SSR, why are you selling them Bhagavad Gita? Because we tell, carry a Bhagavad Gita to every session. That's like a textbook you have to carry. And whenever I quote any shloka, during SSR we finish almost 40% of Bhagavad Gita. Here, there, almost. Whenever I quote, I tell, when I go to the chapter, circle the shloka, I already told you. Who am I? Dehinosmin yata de, 2.13. Put a circle. So they'll feel that they are finishing also. Some people have that immense need that they want to finish a book. So feel that. You're also touching Bhagavad Gita. You're not going away from Bhagavad Gita. SSR is non-different from Bhagavad Gita.
It's actually practical. But they told in science.
Chanting.
Huh?
Chanting also.
Another thing. First session, first thing, as soon as they enter, they are coming. One devotee is dedicated to put them tilak. And chanting bag will be given to their hand. Every session will start with one round of chanting. Period.
Day one you start like that.
Day one, first interaction. Start the round. First round karo. And everybody does. Everybody does. And so I'll tell you a funny thing. One Shaivite came. 3 big tilaks he came like that. Our fellow went and kept a Vaishnava. I told Prabhu, he is already having a tilak. That poor fellow, he also have to keep it. Funny things happen. But we have to understand that tilak you can keep, but not for a person who already has a tilak, especially big Shaivite tilak. Why do you have to put? He is already a Vaishnavana Veta Shampoo. What is the problem? So and chanting bag you give. Everybody chants, Prabhu. People, we should not hesitate to give the process of Kali Yuga. People will like it. People will chant. And especially first time in the chant, first session, I ask everybody, mic will go to almost 100 people are sitting, 100 people have to tell, how did you feel? Tell me how you felt. I felt very peaceful. Even out of peer pressure, they'll tell, I felt it nice. It's okay. At least you expressed it. You feel part of the group, that you expressed, you spoke something. In front of 80 people, you spoke something. Some people will not, no, I am okay. Okay, no problem. Mike will go. Give that time. Let people settle down emotionally, physically, everything. But they will chant. Put a tilak. They will take care. DCS allocation, very important. Now that we have the data, Kannada people, if you have a Kannada DCS, allocate a Kannada fellow. He will speak in Kannada. Old people, allocate a old devotee, he will connect with them nicely. Tamil devotee is there, you have a Tamil devotee. If you are doing a big batch, like 200 people registered, 140, 30 Tamilians are there. Bring a
This
Tamil
entire
devotee.
program you are doing only one community.
One community.
Okay.
One community.
So
All this exercise for one community.
one community. So when you go on post in WhatsApp, you find somebody from the community to post.
Post. Their Telegram group, their WhatsApp group.
Okay, but you also have to take permission from them to post, no? Not the point.
When you are in a community, you are the owner, you can do anything.
Okay, anybody can post.
Not many number of times, then they'll push.
But you will not be part of that group, no?
I will not be part of that group,
Ah,
but I'll put a WhatsApp group link na,
Link
to
group.
join this
Government
group.
they
In that
join-
I will be there.
you will know.
In that I
Yes.
will be there.
So this 6 weeks time is there. Suppose today you started and your program will start after 6 weeks, somebody registered. So you keep engaging them the 6 weeks
I just tell, hold on, your program is starting on this day.
that you post regularly,
Not once in a week.
once in a week.
In between, one fellow will post some Sai Baba picture, immediately no pictures, I'll delete that. But then until the course starts, no pictures, no business. Prabhu, sometimes now, being a good strict teacher makes other people happy.
But
There are
you
so
want to
many
make
people-
admin only? No.
No, admin only. No admin only. That is like impersonal. But then, when you be strict now, there are some people who message me saying that I liked this thing. There are so many ISKCON, so many other WhatsApp group bombarding with forwards. This is only one group where it is very purpose oriented. I like it. Like that.
But even then some people post to delete them.
I delete them.
Delete the post or delete the person?
I delete them and I tell them. Please don't. This is a study group. And people understand. After some time they understand. Otherwise you are taken for a ride. Nah. So allocation of DC is very important, Prabhu.
One thing.
Huh.
Go ahead.
So when you say like you hand feedback your session, right? So you are prompt on your session, like 6 to 8 means you start 6 or you wait for people to come and start when all are come. How do you start?
Initial days, all of them come on time. When they become ISKCON devotees, half an hour delay starts.
So first,
Initially, every devotee comes on time. In fact, they come ahead of time.
so when you say 6, you start 6.
Huh. 6 is 6.
So whoever comes late,
15 minutes इधर उधर होगा प्रॉब्लम. Setting first day settling down. I like this chair. I'll sit down. Whatever you take your time.
Only comes for
And then-
Prasad.
Huh?
Only comes for Prasad.
in between people come in between.
There are some pure devotees. They come exactly when Namaste. They'll not be around. Came for Prasad only. That's okay. There is one devotee. I conduct a session for new people. Till now, in the last 3 years, I conduct 2.5 hour session program. 2.5 hours of discussion. Whether I conduct 2.5 hours or 2 hours 40 minutes, he exactly comes when I start. He like just appears like nursing the appearance. Directly. Mystic part till now I never understood. How come he exactly comes at Tavakara Kamal? Because I could have done it 20 minutes before also. Either he is waiting behind the wall or something is happening. There are some devotees, they only come for prasad.
Will you entertain or will you keep them?
No. Right. They will eventually become. At least they are coming, no?
Feedback, anything.
Huh?
Feedback.
Feedback?
వాళ్ళ నుంచి ఫీడ్బ్యాక్ తీసుకోవడం కానీ ఇవన్నీ చేస్తుంటారు.
Informal feedback will start. I'll tell you more. There is actually more. I have to. Sections I didn't go. I'm still in DC's allocation. Okay, no? So each person has to be taken care personally, Prabhu. This is the most important thing. As a preacher, you can't connect with everybody. Accept that fact. You need to have sub-preachers. Meaning, I told a big philosophy point. Right? Now, you may hesitate to question me in between 80 people. But you are carrying that disagreement in your heart. Whom will you go and reveal it? You will reveal it to a DCS. The DCS has to connect after the session and ask, how did you like everything going on well? Did you like the point? Slowly they will reveal. Why did you speak like that? That was too rude. Then He will tell, no, initial, na, he'll be like that, don't worry, bro. I'll go and tell him that, you felt like this. Assurance is given, so they'll feel a little care, very important. Especially we are dealing with educated, highly intellectual people. Yeah.
One DCS, how many people should be?
One DCS, it can go up to 20, 25 max. Beyond that, it becomes a unique person. The DCS should know whether his person is a diabetic, whether his person likes what kind of food, what time he eats. There is also a DCS who kept food aside and he gave it in between the session also to one person because he is diabetic. So there is some devotee care taken. Even pooling happens.
So he has in and out of everything he knows.
He should know. And there are some DCS who even called them for private dinner or lunch in their houses. While the session is going on next or during the week, why don't you come for a... And there are some DCS who combine them in a company. When you take company data, 5 people are coming from Microsoft. Now we know who those 5 people are. You tell those, why don't you all meet and read one page of this book as part of during your lunchtime or once in a week. You are trying to create association within the association, subgroups. I am talking very ideal things, Prabhu, but it works. The more you do these things, the more successful the batch will be. And not everybody can do it. That also I'm telling you. But this is what we tried. Transportation coordination also we take care.
Why transportation? They're all in the same community.
Some people come from outside also.
Outsiders.
Outsiders.
Outsiders also will come. So 3 people are coming from Secunderabad. We tell them that after the session, 3 to go together. Or somebody has a car, why don't you pull and come?
Mm-hmm. Then that means you allow certain number of percentage from outside also.
Yeah. And these all things have added up after having multiple batches. It's not that in the first batch only you have to apply.
This slide that you are seeing is after 5-6 sessions of... And now after this also more I have to add, but it's okay. But the more care you take, it matters. Like some single Mataji is coming from a far off place. Another 2 Matajis are coming. Combine them.
How often you call the people?
Initially, Prabhu, I call them for all the 12 sessions. DCS calls. He'll call after the session, how is the session? And next week you're coming, right? How did you find? Please make. So personal call for 12 sessions, 12 calls at least in 12 weeks.
And also
To feel personal.
you call before session also to follow up and ask the coming.
Some personal will be there. That's very important. The more personal you go, the more success you'll see.
And don't make any different group. DCS wala group
DCS can make his own group also. There is no harm. For his communication, depending on the size, he can make his group. No problem. Actually, DCS is the preacher too. Frankly speaking, DCS is the preacher. For example, I am taking this session, I tell the philosophy, DCS lives the philosophy. With his devotee care, he is actually going to make them very comfortable. Special prasadam also we make if needed. Sessions, 3-hour sessions. It's okay if it's 2 hours. I'm not mandating, but don't hesitate to make it a long session also because time counts. When they're coming all the way till there, try to give whatever you can in a nice structured way. Separate session for small children, yes, you should do if you can. DCS to discuss all concerns after the session. Right? DCS can actually they can sit in separate circles with these DCS. Arey chalo ho gaya na, hum saath mil ke khate hain, So different circles are happening, different groups are getting formed, and they can discuss what they felt nice, something that they liked, did not like. Prasadam packing. We also encourage people to get their boxes and take some prasadam home. Whatever is left, take it home. Give it to people in the house. Whoever are not coming, one Mataji, she was to tell my husband never comes. They take prasadam every session. Right? Secret weapon. And one day he came. Let me eat it fresh. Work week engagement. This is a Q&A. For example, I take a session or he takes a session on Sunday. From Monday to Saturday, there has to be some engagement for them. We make quiz. 5 quiz questions, 6 quiz questions, once in that group. And people can answer. For example,
answer means other people will see their answers or just
other people will see. Other people will see.
Then everybody will give same answer, no? Rest of the people.
That's okay. Not everybody will answer, no?
Okay.
Some will answer, some will only observe. There are more observers than answers.
So for WhatsApp group, you keep it open without admin only.
No, not admin only.
Not
Open.
admin only, if it is open.
Good morning, good night, all those.
So many other things, always there will be, you will have to
Very- we are very
extra
strict.
work to control.
You have to tell. No means no. Stick rao bro, no problem nahi.
Keep it open for messaging. What kind of messages they can put?
See, they'll put good morning. They'll forward some photographs. They'll forward some darshan of some DT. They'll forward. We'll tell until 12 sessions, nobody is sending any messages. This is a study group.
So
This is study group. The study group is very important.
you keep open, but they will not send any message. You will keep open, but they will not send any message.
Correct. He'll
Any
monitor and
You have to monitor.
delete the messages and
Any birthdays on any occasions we can.
Nothing.
No, nothing. 12 weeks. Celebrate the birthday inside the satsang. No problem.
What's the purpose of keeping it
Open.
Question answers.
Only for question.
Question answers.
We also use it for announcements.
Announcements and question answers. Yes.
Temple programs also will take.
Temple program will not introduce now.
So question answers means after each session then somebody can post some question
I'm
regarding.
sure you can.
Every day.
So this you have to assign one duty to one Mataji or one Prabhuji, one of the TCS. When you are speaking, they'll note some things that you told and they'll create questions out of it. We already made some like a standard, but I'm just showing the sample. Let us see what happened. Something is going on.
How many PCs we
Depends on the size. If you have a lot of registrations, that is one thing that Madhav Gopinath Prabhu has to do, or I have to do, that we have to give adequate number of DCs according to registration. According to registration. It should not be overcrowded also. It's not like 10 people, 4 DCs are sitting. That also is not needed.
And the PCs can use.
Yeah. See, there is a question, there is an answer. What are the 4 common things in humans and animals? One question, you have to answer. Right? Are Nidrabai Maithavancha like that. So there is some fill in the blanks. I don't know why it's taking time to load. Yeah. There was one teacher in our group, Subara Prabhu's wife. She made this entire quiz. Like blanks also. What does the word Krishna? What is going on?
so you post the document or one by one question?
No, one by one question.
Every day one question, huh?
Every day one question. Ready? Whatever, Krishna doesn't want to show. But point is very simple, you have to create, fill in the blanks, match the following. Your old school days type, no? Like that you prepare. Each day post like 4 or 5 questions. Prepare them in advance or dynamically you presented something and immediately the dynamic thing has to go. So work week engagement is very important. During the week they are revising what you told. Whether or not they are answering, they are seeing a question and answer.
Yeah.
2-3 will be very ecstatic devotees. Before you type the question only, they post the answer. That is good. Some people are like that. And many will be dormant. They will never answer. They are like just observing what's going on here, like that. It's fine. Yeah. Then private one-on-one conversation is very important. Private dinners and meetings, the more you make them familiar with you, if your wife is cooperating, your house is open, you can make thousands of devotees. They're calling them for private dinners, private lunches, private. But that's what people want. They're leaving one society and coming into another society. That society, they should have more and more personal interaction. Philosophy will not keep people. Philosophy is good, but then relationships are very important.
So this you will do during the week,
During the week.
not in the weekends.
Weekend already you are doing session. Weekend also, see, basically you need to meet them. Yeah. Issues and concerns recorded and addressed. You have to make sure the issues and concerns are recorded and addressed. Now, there is one couple, they came for the first session. Never came for the second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 11th. 11th session, that person calls and says, I need to talk. It's going too much in my house. My wife doesn't understand what, I think, Prabhu, I need your help. Thank you very much. I am not a marriage counselor. But if you have come for 11 sessions, please come to my house. We are here to discuss. We give time to people who are giving us time. Be very clear on that. Otherwise, you will be bombarded with unnecessary nonsense. Right? And the kind of complexities people live with, Prabhu, these days. One fellow called and he told, husband and wife used to come with their daughter. He called and told, my wife is becoming a big problem. They never came to such. One session they came, after that, in between one session, after 2 months, another call. Like, night 10 o'clock, my wife is a big problem, she is not allowing my son. So what do you mean, she is not allowing your son? You have one daughter, right? No, it is her husband's first daughter. Who is your son? My wife's first son. Who is not allowing whose son? So both were divorced, both had children, both of them are having problems now. Why am I supposed to handle this? I will handle it. Both of you are coming regularly to satsang, I'll sit and handle. You understand? We are not marriage. Radhesham Prabhu once discussed, he said, are you a Bhagavad Gita counselor or a marriage counselor? He said, Prabhu, I am nobody, I am teaching Bhagavad Gita, stick to that. Don't try to become a person who is available for anything. For everybody. For some people you have to. When they are coming to devotional path, they actually are facing challenges, they are sincere, they need help. Then you have to go to any level, Prabhu. Then sky is the limit. You have to go to any level. Some people say, Prabhu, we should have a benchmark. No. Go to your best to help them. Of course, financials are coming into play, that's a different equation. Right? But we are helping the people who are committing themselves to us. Otherwise, no. Communities, when you start preaching, you will have a lot of these cases. Broken families, broken relationships. So if they are sincerely coming, both of them, give time. Otherwise, avoid it. Be frank. Okay, so this is what you do for 12 weeks. 12 weeks, what did they see? They saw good prasadam, good treatment. Their relatives also never respected them so much. We are respecting them, inviting them, giving them, hearing them. They feel so much happiness. We are not acting. We are doing it as service. What we receive, we are giving it back. So after 12 weeks, till now you did not ask them a single money. They contributed to prasad, it's their wish, their anniversary. What you ask after 12 weeks? You tell them, you don't know whether they are going to continue. After this, you don't know whether people coming from far away will come. You don't know. So what you tell? Please take Bhagavatams. Please take Srimad Bhagavatam. One set. One set is how much? 2 petrol tanks. 8,000 rupees. Right? People will take. Because you never asked any money. They feel obliged, they feel happy, they feel like a reciprocation. And in one shot, one satsang, you will send 100 sets. Khatam. Bhagavatam has gone into their house. Krishna in the DT form of a book has gone into their house. Now Krishna will operate. And we have Bhagavatam circles. They can join the Bhagavatam circle. Different devotees are conducting. They can start reading Bhagavatam also. Or you yourself can conduct another online Bhagavatam circle. This is the best way to sell Bhagavatam. And what about people who already have Bhagavatam? They can sponsor Bhagavatam. Each year they can sponsor one Bhagavatam, one family. And then you can meet Madhava Gopinath Prabhu, he'll arrange for a temple program, 450 Bhagavatams gone. to nice brahmanas and nice houses, schools. Service. Local area, if people are coming from very far off, we tell them, go to the temple nearby. Now that you finish 12 sessions, coming this far is difficult, why don't you get attached there? Some people still come. No Prabhu, it's okay. There are some devotees who come from Medchal to Gachibowli to attend program. There are some devotees from, even ASR. I tell them, but they are attached, what to do? We tell them, but that's okay. As long as you are, actually the people who come from far away come first in the program. They come on time. The fellow who lives in the beside building, he comes last. The familiarity. Serious participants identified, extra care is given. This is very important. If some people are seriously, you have to give them extra time. You can't mix them with the same crowd. Actually, Radhesham Prabhu told, create another group itself. But I try to avoid it because it will create too much. People who come into DCS separate group is there. I have a separate DCS group. For entire Gachibowli Satsang, around 80 people are there. They are the core group for me. Among them, around 60 are preachers, husband and wife together, I want to say. 30 preachers are there. Some are supporting. When they become very dedicated, they become part of the DCS group. And out of this group only, we also create youth preachers group. All of them are working in companies, so they become youth preachers. Go and do these one-time sessions, they are trained. Local temples are attached if they have to, right? So what is the whole methodology? All DCS are highly qualified and reputed families in society. DCS quality matters results, determines results. Every DCS turned into individual preacher, supported by separate preachers, eventually. Devotee care, devotee care, devotee care. That's the formula. Ultimately, all this is happening only because of good devotee care.
And it will be same after 12 weeks you get the yatra.
Sorry, what?
12 weeks, tarvata yatra.
After 12 weeks, Bhagavad Gita starts. And in between, yatras we take them. Right now, I am into too many things. So what I am doing now, anybody else is taking a yatra in our group, we are attaching them with them. Go with them. So that I am a little relieved.
That is in between these 12 sessions only.
After 12. Till 12 sessions, I think. But 12 sessions can sometimes go till 14 sessions also. Ugadi came in between. Sankranti came in between. So you can't keep a session on that day. Important festival. So or you fell sick. Right? So it almost touches 3 months. 3 to 4 months rather. Then in remaining 8 months or 7 to 8 months you finish the Bhagavad Gita. In 1 year you finish the Bhagavad Gita. One session, 4-5 shlokas, 5 shlokas, 6 shlokas. One session, 20 shlokas, one session, only 1 shloka, depending on how you are preaching. And every year, now I am going to tell you the crux of your success. Now you thought I told everything, but it's the most important thing I am telling you. Every preacher, every year, new batch. Every preacher, every year, new batch. If you don't do that, your program will be doomed. Why? How will the existing people get service? They finished 1 year. They have to get new service. They will become DCS for the next batch. Some fixed up people. They will also be encouraged to do. And most important thing, you will be not attached to people. This whole problem in our society that, ye mera aadmi hai, mera group hai, mera ilaka hai, that all that nonsense consciousness will go away when you are preaching a new batch every year. Preach a batch every year. What will existing people do? They will again hear the SSR, no problem. They will again hear the Bhagavad Gita. Because after some time, philosophy, essence is gone inside. Now it's relationships and, of course. Now, what happens to those DCS in each one of the individual batches? They'll come Sunday evening. They'll also serve in this session. They'll also come to Sunday evening. In Sunday evening, senior preachers will address them. So one time Gauranga Darshan will come. One time Chaitanya Charan will come. Some Maharaj is coming. They will only address on Sunday evening. Okay? And I will take some sessions. When I am not there, I ask one of the preachers to take the session. And I also conduct a new batch every year. I am still preaching to new people. Once Rajesh Prabhu told me, Prabhu, you have so many preachers now. You should only preach the preachers. I said, no, Prabhu. If I stop preaching new people, they will also stop preaching new people. I will have to start a new batch. In my own community, I do it exactly like anybody else. It's very important. I'm telling you. These things matter. Right? Leader has to always set an example. You will also become leaders one day. It's not like you want to start. Maybe 10 years from now, 2036. Kya Madhav Prabhu? There will be individual leaders. You will have DCS under you. And you will have many more coming out of your programs into starting another program. You should have followed the same principle. I will always preach new people. Preaching new people will keep us grounded, even as preachers. You will still carry your mic, you will still carry your bag, you will still carry your prasadam, you will still be grounded. Otherwise, धीरे से आएगा यहाँ से छोटा छोटा arms ऐसे. I want to kumul. I am a senior preacher. I am this, I am that. People should serve me. No. And I'll tell you, this principle has actually been very successful for everybody. And now more preachers are emerging from the next level. Now, how do you select a preacher? Dedication, 16 rounds, clarity, regularity. Bhakti Shastri. We ask them to enroll for Bhakti Shastri. Right now we are taking it from BVRB. Right? BVRB, whatever online they conduct. Now recently batch started. 30 people have registered. All of them are doing. Future they will be preachers. They don't have to finish Bhakti Shastri to start preaching. They enrolled. After 6 months, 8 months, if they are in right caliber, start. And start with SSR. SSR you can start. And again, one more thing, oh, how do you know that they can answer all questions? We don't train them to answer all the questions. They can always tell, we'll get back. Be sincere to your knowledge. If you don't know, you don't know. Right? And you can go back and are all the carrots good? Are all the apples good coming out? No. Some rotten will be there. But you have to live with it. You have to.
Feedback
Who is taking feedback from? I
No,
get it.
no, how do you take the feedback?
Of whom?
TCS.
how they
You
are
take
acting,
feedback from
how they are
TCS
acting.
from the people.
You will know it now. You will know it. How the people, how is it treating? People will come and tell. People will come and tell us, that. Mostly you don't get any negative things, but mostly it works out. And sometimes when you see that the DCS himself is not coming to the sessions, you allocated a DCS, he is not coming. What do you have to change the DCS? You change the DCS. You have to, when you take, that's why I begin the session saying, look for people who take responsibility. If people are not taking responsibility, there is no point encouraging them. We don't want to create orphans in the society. Somebody knows one shloka Bhagavad Gita and then he is vanished and then he is left out with that one shloka. No. Anybody starts, continuously it should go on. Prabhu, after 10, 11 years, and just don't take it in the wrong spirit, that I am glorifying myself or my family. We went to vacation after 11 years. Non-devotional vacation. You might ask why. Sometimes that is also needed. Recently, when I told my children, they were like, Nana, Nizanga? Took them to Singapore. Right? Because there is another devotee there, that's another thing. I stayed in that house only. But sometimes that kind of commitment is needed. If you want to see results. Look at Nanda Prabhu. Does he have any vacation? No vacation. First of all, there is no need for vacation. But at the same time, family sometimes has to be balanced. What about balancing? Of course, we went to Singapore temple, we attended 2 programs also. but then, but there is no weekend that is yours. Are you ready for it? Start preaching. No weekend is yours. No, when you said Saturday evening I am taking program, if you are 26, if you are 30 years old, right? If you are a 30-year-old person, next 70 years until you die, Saturday evening doesn't belong to you. Then only start a program. Otherwise, don't start a program. That commitment is seen by people. Hook or crook, this fellow is conducting. He is very strict about his time allocation. People see Prabhu. People see and they change. I am not preaching here, please forgive me, I am just sharing. Community preaching, you have to. You can add. Yes, sir, yes. Now it's open. Okay, let me just close this. We increased so many programs, so many footprints, like that kept going on. Right, all these people. See, these many programs we are having right now. 45 programs are going on. Some online, some gated, some in person. We maintain this sheet. So anybody comes, which day, where you want to go for program? I have an option for you. Tuesday program. Only Tuesdays I am available. Tuesday also there is a program. Online program. Something. Full, maintain a good chart. Right? Some challenges, yeah. Let me just, I think some of them will answer. What are the challenges? Secular mindset people will object in your community. Right? You have to handle them. There's no other choice. You have to slowly, humbly handle them. One fellow told, why he is spending so much on these programs like this instead of just feed the poor people? Right? Immediately I messaged him because I am the owner in that community. I know that he is a notorious fellow. I messaged him. I saw you have an Audi car. Why don't you sell it and give it to poor people? He shutted his mouth. Right? Some people have to be shut off like that. Some people you have to ignore. You don't have to answer every message. But you have to handle. This is one of the challenges that will come.
You said in the group.
In the group. He'll write in the group. In the community group, not our group. Community group. Public area facility is difficult to get. Yes. Sometimes you get, sometimes you don't get. But you should fight for a public area because more people will come to your program. Home program is the best, as I told you. NVS people will object seeing your unity. They'll say, this fellow is becoming powerful now. See, recently, some people went and asked, we want free facility. They said, no, it can't be given. MC told, no, why is Leelanand Das getting free facility? He is being given, the whole lawn. We take the whole lawn for free every week. It's available. Nobody is using. We take it. There is a stage area. Why is he being given? Then immediately they said, no, then he also should not get it. But now it is already 4 years of the program. I have 70-80 people. They all told, kaise bolega nahi dega? You create your own group. You strengthen yourself. And then people will listen. Initial days you have to go through your austerity. But after some time you will have your own group in each community. Not to threaten people, to tell them it matters. Right? Now Jagannath Rath Yatra, initially they said, वो तो ओडिशा का भगवान है, इधर क्यों? Right? Why are you doing in Telangana? Now they are sponsoring for Rath Yatra in the community. Part of the allocated fund. Even if it is small, it's a commitment. It's one of the registered festival in our community. Deepavali, Ugadi, Jagannath Rath Yatra. Christmas is there. Barely 1% Christians are there. Still they are spending for Christmas. What is the problem in we spending? For Jagannath Rath Yatra? But these kind of questions you can't fight in the beginning. If you fight in the beginning, your program is closed. Take your time, reach a point, then you can put some terms. We are not against any religion, but let me promote my religion. Nobody should come and tell you can't promote any religion. Right? Management committee will need to be taken into confidence. You cannot work fighting with the management committee. Either you are part of it or you have to work with them. Very important, gated communities. Issue of scarcity of funds for common festival. They'll come and tell, oh, now you added a festival, now our festival funds will not come because you are collecting for your festival. Right? You have to handle that. As much as possible, your group should only sponsor for your group related festivals. You should not ask for the whole community. Though you send, don't expect more. Okay? No publicity allowed in the name of religion. They'll tell, don't publicize. Okay, I will not publicize in the common group. I will publicize in my own group. My group, I can do whatever I want. For example, ASBL, Bhagavad Gita group. I can put anything in the group. Who are you to object? But in the main group, I will only keep, join this group. If you are interested, join this group. ISKCON board is not allowed. Don't even dare to put it. Like you can't put it here, you can't put it anywhere. No need to also. There are some immature leaders who will try to point that, you are doing ISKCON program, collecting funds in the name of ISKCON. They don't understand because they never came out of any temple. They never came out of it. They don't know how to preach outside. Eventually these devotees will go to ISKCON temple only, no? Where will they go? Where will we take them? Will we take them to some other temple? We'll take them to ISKCON temple. They should have the patience to understand. There are some rules and regulations inside. Not only ISKCON, any board you can't keep inside a community. So don't bother about that. Just do your program, cultivate devotees, happy devotees, more devotees, happy devotees. Prabhupada told. Make them. Then they will eventually come to ISKCON temple only.
Prabhupada photo.
Huh?
Prabhupada photo.
Prabhupada photo?
Like ISKCON board you are saying. Similarly, there also some devotees will also have, in that we are learning from Prabhupada, we should also keep Prabhupada photo in the slides or in the posters we keep or in the boards.
We can keep. We can keep. No problem.
No problem.
But be balanced, bro. Think from their angle, bro. Always, Think from. Problem is, if you are sitting within your four walls, you only think in one way. You won't understand the outside world. Think from their angle, outside people angle. Suddenly, somebody is sending a big Prabhupada picture with small message below. What will you think? Who is this person? Right? Introduce Prabhupada also in a very beautiful way. Invite for program and glorify Prabhupada. Ultimately, we are all going to serve Prabhupada.
So sometimes you collaborate with the Sri Ashwara temples. So
Yeah.
when you do a Rath Yatra, we also come to Sri
We call Chirajit Swami, we call ISKCON leaders. There will be 3 pictures on the earth. Prabhupada, Jayanand Prabhu and Chirajit Swami. I told Darshan Prabhu, it's needed. Because in some communities, they are only there. They have no problem. What is the problem? The Vaishnava group. Okay? So we have to collaborate. ISKCON board is not. Book distribution and Sankirtan will be challenging. Don't try to do Sankirtan inside the community. Not the one that you did now. I'm talking about like the big towers in the community. There you take Mridanga and start doing it. People will become, hey, what is this? They are fanatics or what? We have to be balanced in our approach. On the festival day you do. All 12 months frustration remove on Jagannath Rath Yatra. No problem. Jump, climb, do whatever you want to do. But other days, behave. No, you don't have to do all those things. Book distribution also, be very careful within the community. You are not agitating too many people. People get agitated. Keep a book table with their permission. Keep in a place. Do it in a. Don't keep going to people and asking. Let them come to your table. Within the community, maintain the decorum. Because if you mess with the community, I tell you, that's the biggest disservice you are doing. If a community has 2,000 flats, and as a preacher you did something fanatic, and you tried to prove your point, you messed up all your impression of ISKCON. After you go, no other ISKCON fellow will be allowed in that community to do anything. And 2,000 people are bereft of ISKCON association. Why you want to do that? Leave a good impression. Some countries have banned ISKCON now. I don't know if you know. Because of such fanatic way of presenting. Right? No need. Now they have come to terms. Now they understood, oh, we should not do like that. We should have understood that before only. Why you did, like in the same way. So in Greenville, in US, we used to live in a small city called Greenville near Atlanta. There was a Vedic center there. Some Indian runs the Vedic center. We went there. They said, we'll do book distribution. They said, you are from ISKCON? They said, yes, we are. No, you are not allowed here. Go. Why? Earlier when ISKCON devotee came, created a mess out there. She has one temple in that every Devata is there. In the Vedic center. Ganesh is there, Lord Shiva is there, Krishna is there, everybody. Sai Baba also is there. So let it be there now. What is your problem? That's not your center, right? But this fellow went and completely told, throw this out, throw that out. Right? Did you preach them? What are you trying to do? Completely created. Now what is the situation? You can't touch the Indian community because that is the only center in that city. And you can't even distribute one book outside or inside. We tried to convince so much. She said, no, we already had enough with you people, we don't want it. So one fanatic way of doing can affect a lot of people. We don't need to permanently damage. Yeah. So 1 minute. Devotees found various ways to tackle them. Devotee join the MC or lobby the MC. Right? Lobby means put your people or get them into your satsang or create favorable people. Create favorable team in 2 years. In 2 years you will have your own people. In a community all you need is 5 families, Prabhu. Even there are 5,000 flats, 5 families is enough. Right? Conduct free seminars to the residents. Anger management, stress management, anxiety management. Conduct some free sessions. Even SSR are free. Free doesn't mean, I'm saying freely. With the intent to help people. Active participation in other common festivals also. I went and attended Republic Day. Janagana Manahati. I didn't stand. Is that against ISKCON? No. Should I be seen in such? Yes. When I am part of a community, I am part of a community. Don't try to seclude yourself and say that, oh, this is all material, consciousness, fanatism, what is it? Nationalism. Baba, you are living in India. Be Indian. You don't have to be ecstatic in doing Sankirtan on Republic Day, doing Mera Bharat Man. You don't need to do that. But be with people. They should see you. You should be part of it. Then they will also hear you, no? Then they will also allow you inside. Very important. Free prasadam to facilities team. Whenever we cook, Like for example, 50 people come to my satsang now. It's every Saturday morning. In my own Krishi, new people batch. I cook for how many? 90 people. 40 extra plates. Whom do I distribute? Gardeners, security, carpenters, electricians, office in the community, office bearers, and anybody else who wants to can just come for prashad. No problem. How much does it cost? Little more. Because I give them only khichdi, papad, dhalia, 4 items. It costs like 6,000-7,000. 100 rupees per plate it costs because our kitchen. We're getting it to economies of scale. So distribute it. It's very important. You should make the community feel it's a community event. Recently when they tried to stop my program, I told, you're stopping my program. But do you know, every week all the office staff is having prashad. You're making them bereft of something that they're getting. Immediately they said, really? We didn't know that. I said, in the last 2 years, I gave at least 15,000 plates of prashad, free. If I just calculate randomly also. Immediately they said, because people like community service. Some people become favorable, like, no, we should not stop that way. We are not doing it. Once in a year we give something for our office bearers. This fellow is giving every week. No, let's not do it. And believe it or not, Prabhu, Narshing Aarti, they wait for Narshing Aarti. When Narshing Aarti happened, prashad is going to start now. And security people come batch by batch, they come. For them, their salaries are 14,000-15,000 rupees. Out of that, they give 2,000-3,000, send everything to their family in Nepal or somewhere. They barely have any good food. And for them, this is the best meal out there. And now, when you come to our community, you just wear a tilak and come. They'll not even ask, Hare Krishna, jao. Because they know which house they're coming to. Of course, they ask, but I'm telling you, they become favorable. When you create a favorable atmosphere in a community, you will get a lot of help. During Rath Yatra, security people will come and do the crowd management. I never called them. They only come and do the crowd management. You get a lot of advantages of doing these things. Develop good relations. Most important, develop good relations. At the end, victory is where Lord Krishna is there. These challenges unite the congregation and make us more stronger. The more challenges you face in a gated community, the more stronger the community will become. Because you face them, you discuss, you try to work it out. Okay, anyway, so these are 40 Rath Yatras we did. In each community we did, in schools we did. Maybe after Prashad, I will show you, I'll speak half an hour about school Rath Yatra. Is that okay?
Yes.
It's already 2:15. So, any questions? Sorry, some hands went up. Yeah, we'll just take a quick question. Yeah,
In the community, morning programs are at schools.
no. In some communities it is happening. Some communities, it's all depending on preacher Prabhu. How much he wants to extend. Dasraj Prabhu is there. He does Saturday, Sunday and Ekadashi, Mangalarti in his house. All the community people who are coming to his program come for Mangalarti. He's making the wear dhoti kurta also. I don't know how he's doing that. But it's again on the preacher. I don't tell every preacher to do it because we have to go step by step.
After how many years, eventually they should join morning programs.
They'll join. It will start happening in their houses. It will start. We'll introduce the culture. We'll take them to temple. We'll take them to yatra. Slowly they'll get the ISKCON. See, from etiquettes will take a little bit of time. But they will learn. For example, I come to the satsang, I keep the order, I do Dandavat. Now people are seeing me, they also started doing Dandavat. When they come to the session, they do Dandavat and they come and sit. Some are doing, some are not doing. Slowly they'll learn. Etiquettes will take a little time.
Currently, nowhere morning program is not happening.
Morning program is not happening in most of the communities. Because we only preach on weekends. Weekdays they are not available. For that matter, any of the ISKCON temples, if you see, people only go to ISKCON temple on a weekend. Right? But in their houses they do the morning program. So when the deities, most of the devotees also eventually keep deities. Then automatically morning program is starting with us. But what you are doing here is very unique, bro. Here in Singapore Township, what is happening is very unique. You have a temple, literally temple like set up here. And you are able to do all this. Other places is not possible.
one more question I have is like devotee gets serving DCS devotee. So the devotee will be taking care of few new persons for 12 sessions. So after 12 sessions, you said you should start for new people. The DCS will should preach for new people.
No. DCS will remain DCS for at least 2 to 3 years. Yeah. DCS is going to become a preacher. He'll be trained to become a preacher by service. He'll keep hearing the philosophy again and again. He'll keep doing the service. He'll caring for people. Then at one point he'll start Bhakti Shastra. At one point, when he's ready, when there is a need, the community needs a preacher. There is nobody. Then I'll request one of the DCS. Can you start? Some DCS tell we don't want to preach. That's also okay.
But they also have to fix it with the chanting, because they are already in previous course. Here, what if they are still coming? So you have to see them that they are chanting and number of years. Then fix 2 years, 3 years, how much they are.
Some communities, they are all chanting together. Some communities. There is a garden. They have a protocol. We'll start chanting from 5 o'clock. Somebody will come at 7 o'clock, somebody will come at 6 o'clock, somebody will come at 5 o'clock. They chant. How many rounds they go? They are doing it. It's all informally. We can't formalize. If they see too many people doing kirtan and all, community will complain, hey, what is going on? What are you using this facility for? So indirectly, sincerely.
DCS is the main person actually.
DCS is the person who is caring for all the people who are allocated to him. Preacher is the main person who is running that group. But DCS is supporting the preacher by doing the devotee care below and organization of the satsang.
So after 12 sessions, you have somebody will be interested, so you make them DCs, right? DCs.
Not after 12 sessions. After they finish Bhagavad Gita, first one full batch is over, after 1 year.
1 year.
Then, if people are fixed up, you will see them, how much are they ready to. We'll give them services, next batch services will give them. That's like one level of DCS. Next level, as they keep going up, they reach the level of preacher. Some people really pick up fast, Prabhu. You can't put a number to it. One devotee became DCS to preacher in 1 year. His past life maybe already was doing something. Some people take a lot of time. All depends, Prabhu. Whoever is taking responsibility, we should give them an opportunity. You're trying to take responsibility, who will do? Prabhu, you know how difficult it is. You know, a lot of people, they don't understand what it takes to do a home program. You are completely, you're done. There is nothing else apart from you in your life. You know, it takes a lot of effort. You know, one person was commenting that, in temples we also washed bathrooms. We became humble. That is where we are leaders now. What does he know? How many bathrooms I cleaned in my house? What all happened in my house? Some devotees, some children, they came and tore the bed sheets. They broke some things in the house. Small children. They took a pen and they scrabbled the entire sofa set. Because it's a home bro. Can you go and shout at them? We can't. Next time we can only request, please take care of your children. Damage done is damage done. Right? You are basically, and another, let me tell you. How do you know among the people you registered, one fellow is a psycho? How do you know? He's a rapist. He's coming and sitting in your place. You don't know. You are opening your doors to anybody. Like temple is opening your doors to anybody. My private house, I am opening to anybody. This risk, who is taking? That preacher is taking. A lot of people don't understand these things. And this is how our movement will grow. Not by sitting in one place and whoever will come, they'll register for the course. How many will you register? How many can come? Today this 40 Rath Yatras are happening because people opened their doors. Not one person. Every Rath Yatra has its own story. Every family burned himself to do something, right? So we should appreciate those kind of devotees. Award them, reward them, bless them, pray for them. Then only they'll come. So I'm seeing wonderful families here. You're all wanting to serve. This is very rare. Rather than addressing 200 people, even 10 enthusiastic devotees is important. This is what will take the movement forward. So who is taking responsibility? At even in initial stage you are seeing that they are taking responsibility, they have the zeal, they got the crux. Give them the responsibility. But don't just like that give. You know, some mistakes also I made. I made some mistakes. I gave some people too early. It took a lot of time for me to correct it. Because we are suddenly giving them Vyasasan. Later on he understood, this fellow is still not, or he is not able to control himself, he is not able to maintain himself. Then you have to give extra time to groom him.
Sometimes peer pressure, out of peer pressure.
Peer pressure also. Prabhu, you made both of them preachers, what about me?
Yeah.
One person came and told, you are not sending me to youth preaching. I had to tell him, you are not a youth preacher. Youth preacher means you need to have sense of humor. You need to know the latest trends of youth. You have to connect with them at their level. You are not able to connect, Prabhu. Prabhu, how can you tell like that? I have to tell like that. Who else will tell? Right? You have to train yourself. But some places Prabhu, world is not perfect. Some mistakes we also make, others also make. But there is a methodology which takes you to a good amount of accuracy. Please forgive me if my speech was arrogant or no, please, I am an arrogant person, but I'm trying to tell that we have to draw some rules on the game. Otherwise,
Rules personal, this has to be followed. If not, this leave the group. If not, this leave the group. Suppose ASBL, Gita, study. They are not following the rules. What you are doing?
No. I'm only telling existing devotees to leave the group. And if some people are being notorious inside, really notorious, I tell them, please leave.
You won't directly remove it.
Huh?
You won't remove it.
I first talk to them. And then I leave.
Before removal, you are informing them that it will
Yes,
be
yes,
removed
yes.
for your friends. So information is there privately.
Information is there. Yes, of course it is
Yeah,
there.
but that is only for private, not publicly. In the group, you don't have to.
Call them.
Yeah.
Call them
When
and
chastisement-
call
When
them
you
and talk to
remove them,
them.
they are not surprised. They know it's coming.
They know it's coming.
Yeah.
They ask for it. They ask for it. What do you want to do? Prabhu, sometimes you have to be little strict. Compassionate yet strict. Prabhupada was also very strict. At the same time, is very compassionate. We are learning from Prabhupada.
So till 12 weeks, you have to be like very compassionate.
Huh?
Till 12 weeks, you have to be very compassionate.
Yeah, after 2 weeks, real compassion is not afterwards. 2 weeks is easy. Yeah, Madhav Prabhu, before I close anything. So these are Gita reading circles. Every Gita Jayanti we conduct in each community separately. Everybody sits down, holds a Bhagavad Gita, finishes entire Bhagavad Gita in 3.5 hours. Only translations we make them read because that part of the world nobody can read Sanskrit. And reading Sanskrit slokas, nobody will understand anything. Read the translation. English circle, Telugu circle, Hindi circle. People get a feeler of entire Bhagavad Gita in 3 hours. They will not understand everything, but they will remember some things. Which really works. So many youth preachers, all of them have become youth preachers now. They also go in many colleges. Parallelly, they are doing other programs. Boys, they call them and they say that, some colleges there, can you do one-time program, power of habits, power of this, power of that. Go and do. We are supporting ISKCON. Now, how will all these youth preachers suddenly surface? Unless you preach outside. Right? You have to preach outside. Then you will see wonderful people coming into your group. You don't know who is coming. Yeah, so nothing happens without guidance. Radhesham Prabhu, Bhakti Prem Swami Maharaj, very wonderful Sannyasi Maharaj. He gives lot of guidance and blessings for our group here. Balgovind Prabhu, the unseen backbone of our programs. Radha Gopinath Prabhu, every year I go and meet him, I give him a report. This is what I am doing. We need lot of blessings, Prabhu, for what is going. Okay. So this is about gated community preaching. I recorded it all, it's all there. Thank you for your 3 hours and 11 minutes of patience. No, actually it's Madhav Prabhu told that, do this. Actually, the next thing that if you all please stay, half an hour we'll spend on Rath Yatras, especially school Rath Yatras. And then we can discuss. I'll also have to go, 4:15 I have to go. Some guests are coming.
Take this up.
I'll take it.
One question.
Yes.
It's all structure, organized structure which you have given. That is when you are focusing on a particular, or with all your BCS and other people, together you are focusing on a particular community and then you are growing. But right now, if it is like one temple you have shown, for example, where you don't have the features to go and take charge of the temple. Such kind of opportunities are coming out of eagerness to expand and not lose that opportunity. Whoever devotees who are already practicing devotees, come to certain level, just keep them there and then they'll keep holding the temple not to lose. So that way, if we distribute to different places, just to have many centers, then in every place they need assistance and they will ask us who are in the community, please come for the Sankirtan program on Sunday like that. If I don't go, they will feel bad. And here also I need some other people who want assistance. And I am carrying everything on my own, as you said, mic stand and everything on my own. Even for Prashant distribution also, I only have to do Prashant distribution, I only have to write, I have to ask questions and talk. Everything from starting to ending, if I do and follow up also. So that is the happening in all the different centers which you squeeze out. So how did, if this kind of problem did you face and how did you handle it?
Many times we face. And our body will tell us, our blood report will tell us, so many things will come. Family will tell us, most importantly, family will tell us. Earlier I was doing 4 programs. I reduced it to 2 programs. Practically only 1 program. 1 program I am giving, another Bhakti center, either a guest will come or I will speak. You have to balance it. At least, the moment you cross 35, 40.
So expanding to different centers, you will have to compromise.
Yes. Prabhu, once some Maharaj told, I forgot. How far you spread is one thing, how deep you go is another thing. Right? What is the point of spreading so much that you are shallow at every place and not deep anywhere? Right? So go according to your strength. I have to create new preachers now. I have to create a course of how to preach. Actually, we don't need to, because DCS will automatically know what to do. He is seeing the entire thing. But we have to create preachers and slowly give them places and also hear from them. Sometimes just because we gave, he has some concern, it's not like, you should not stop because he started. No. We also have to go practical, help him. In some places, there is also a place where he signed up saying, I can't do Prabhu. He said, no problem. You continue to do some other service that you can do now. See, he had parents had some problem, his job had some problem. Things changed. So then we had to balance it.
Little out of comfort, if we don't work, there's nothing we can achieve.
No,
Everybody has to go out of comfort zone. There is definitely an amount of sacrifice. Because something we're already enjoying, that means somebody has done so much for me. So let me do out of comfort zone.
Let me show you this.
I'm not saying.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not against that. We have to go out of the
We
comfort
shouldn't
zone.
stretch beyond limit, but it's not that we always work in a comfort zone. That doesn't work.
So I'm not.
See, I'll tell you the beauty. I'll tell you the beauty here. Look at this chart. Now, this is Gauranga Darshan Prabhu coming. Right? See, how many programs we made now because of this preaching. Right? He is giving morning series. This yellow is weekend. Brother Bhagavatamrita, if you see, all the weekdays. These are all the weekdays. Monday to, this is the date here and this is the time. Right? 8 to 9:30. He is taking 9 sessions of Brother Bhagavatamrita in the morning. And during the evening, he is taking on anathas in different communities. Right? All these topics that you see in the evenings. And in the afternoon, he has some other engagement. I'm saying, what we are doing now here, we are at next level, where a senior preacher comes, he is not only coming to the center, he is going to come and assist you in your preaching. Like you have preached for 6 months or 9 months, now you know the group. You will also get Gauranga Darshan Prabhu to your community. And he will give a section there. And people will feel, oh my God, ISKCON is so many people. Right? And that you will only choose, nobody will force it on you. You will tell Prabhu, I am ready, can you send somebody? Like that. So, definitely, Prabhu, one thing is there. There are people who just join ISKCON, chant their rounds sincerely, follow the 4 rites, maintain their family, they will also go back to Krishna. But there are also some grihasthas who want to take additional responsibility, who want to take it to the next level, right? They will also go back to Krishna, right? But of course, the second category, acharyas really appreciate them because they are going beyond. And actually, Prabhu, there are some families, I have to tell them, stop now, don't start another batch, you are already burning. Literally I have to go and tell them, no more. Prabhu, another community, Saturday morning is also available, I am free. No, you are not free. Do one group, but do it properly. Atla undu. When I have to literally stop. So sometimes out of passion you start, but then you burn yourself. Then you completely stop. What will happen if you completely get burned? You completely stop everything. Rather than that, do something nicely.
No, I think what Prabhu's concern is like if you are scattered, so you will not get the support. So if the same person has to work in different.
That is a leader's job to make sure that it is being balanced. It's very important. Otherwise, you are good at Sankirtan, you do Sankirtan everywhere. Where will he?
So what he is saying is like you have more programs and you have only more people.
So how do you manage?
One become leader of each program.
So there is no support.
Then you should not start so many programs until you get the support.
That's what I mean.
We have to balance it. Otherwise,
So
of course, when I started, there was nobody. I was DCS also, I was cook also, I was serving also, I was preaching also. But that went on for 2 years. 2 years it was a struggle. After that, Krishna started sending good people.
We have to have patience at least for some period of time to grow things.
One thing I'll tell you, bro, you will pray to Krishna for help many times. When you have to start a program, Krishna is this, but that's okay.
So means it's basically like if you want to start a program, you think you are single man army and start.
You take this. See, there are times when DCS did not come. Will I call Madhav Prabhu and say, hey, you did not send, I'm cancelling today's program? No. No, you have to manage. Show goes on. That is what I'm saying, responsibility. Right? And sometimes I allocated DCS, but DCS did not get encouraged to go. First he told yes, later on I said he's not going. Now what happened? That preacher himself, among the new people that people came, he chose 2 people who are good and he made them DCS. You don't know. Too much expansion is also not good. I'm telling you that. Without proper foundation, too much expansion to do, then you are nowhere. You will become shallow. You are meeting, Prabhu, how many program? You have 10 people, huh? Yeah, Prabhu. 50 people, very good. 40. Then it's becoming like there is no devotion there. That is also important. Hare Krishna. Hare Srila Prabhupada ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande.